The Chungo Pops one arrived as well recently. It's very tasty.
Ooh.
Why are you not wearing it, Sean? Jeez.
Hey?
Now, Sean.
Why are you not wearing it?
I wore it for a little bit,
Why are you not
but I'm
wearing it,
gonna
Sean?
keep it. I'm gonna keep it land fresh.
He's got a new look. He's going for the clean cut look.
I wore it for a little bit.
Oh no, shit! You got tattoos on, haven't you?
What do you mean?
Well, he's not taking them off.
I thought you're going for like the clean cut look now.
What?
Gonna look like nice young man. Oh, you got an interview or something?
What? No.
Are you wearing a shirt?
And he's shaved his face.
I mean, it's just
The
yeah,
cat
because
lick's fallen off.
was too too cold for a jumper. Too cold for just a t-shirt, but too warm for a jumper.
Glasses.
So I just put another layer on.
Glasses on.
Wear shorts.
Is this not a D&D stream anymore? Is this just let's
This is
berate
fashion.
Sean about his appearance stream?
I
Fashion.
mean, that's all I
do-
ever get when I stream is people berating me about various things. So
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, well Dave is on the hangout call.
I'm here.
Dave.
Oh, there he is. All right, Dave.
Hello.
You're right.
We weren't sure whether or not you were just going to have to be in some sort of trance for part of the session
Yes.
tonight.
So sorry. Yeah, we ended up for a meal and stuff. So
That's
I
all
worked
right,
so I
mate.
could get here before 6.
That's all right. Mostly sorted.
Fucking
Chris
stuff.
is Chris faffing it
all
right
right,
now.
this time.
You finished faffing, Chris?
Yeah, it's just
The
the
what
my
challenge?
camera won't work for both the Hangout and the group call, the Roll20 and the group call for some reason.
Oh,
I
okay.
can get it on one, but not both. Bit annoying.
Well, I mean, I don't have anybody's cameras turned on the Roll20 anyway because they get in the way.
Yeah, your camera can't handle being used for 20 and the Hangout. It won't do OBS in the Hangout. It won't do OBS. Actually, it will do OBS and Hangout, I think.
No, it won't. I had to turn off. Not only will it not do OBS and the Hangout, but I had to turn off all instances of my webcam on all scenes in my OBS, regardless of whether or not it was the current scene. Otherwise, the Hangout wouldn't pick it up.
Yeah. It's because your PC can't handle sending the data to 2 places at once, so. Well, it's more your camera can't
Yeah.
handle doing that.
Although I am kind of surprised that you can't do it with the Hangout and Roll20 because they both go into a browser. So you'd think it would be exactly the same data being sent routed to both places. Do-do-do.
Doing the Hangout.
You don't have it minimized, do you? Because it crashes whenever I if I minimize it, it'll crash. Oh, he's having a big old crash, isn't it? That's really weird. Right. We'll wait for Chris to get back, and then we'll Oh, he was.
I was hiding.
Oh, was that you? The way you popped
did
up
it.
there, it looked like you were giving Roadhead to Emily.
No, I'm telling my son not to scream out live on air.
Well, it depends on what he's screaming, right? And whether or not he's interrupting me.
Well, he's watching Minecraft, so it'll not be anything useful.
Oh, okay.
If there's another vampire kid, he could have done. Oh damn! He could have done the noises last week for that annoying vampire kid. Just keep punch it every time we hit the vampire kid. Just punch him, make him scream.
No, Daddy, no.
Why, Daddy?
But I'm a vampire, father.
Oh
Why
god.
won't you accept that?
Daddy and the boy.
Fuck it now.
Want to play catch later, Roz?
Right. Okay. Are we happy to get started?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Was it on
restart
the video
Oz?
call?
Yeah, Oz needs to restart his computer.
This is a fucking shit show.
Well, you know, it's kind of our trademark,
Jesus.
isn't it?
6 minutes of faff.
Yeah.
That's
It
quite
just
good
seems
for
to be
that.
having like multiple web pages up.
Wait,
know,
we
it's
Epic
When I
LAN?
close down Twitch, it's fine.
Yeah, 'cause I've got Twitch open, Hangout, D20, a stat sheet. It's like where to put them on each window.
Chunga has some sweet posters in the
Really
background.
strange.
Living those posters.
That's real nice setup, actually. Yeah,
Well,
I
you've
like
got
that.
Like Chungo's webcam works on both.
Yeah.
What a treat.
Woo! You can like the one on Roll20 is a bit. It's like a bit of a nicer. It's like a bit more square in your in. Maybe I don't know. I think it's just cropped.
Where's
I don't
yours?
know.
Not being soft.
You big soft buggy.
Don't want to see pictures of Doggo.
No, thank you. Still my PJs.
I am also in PJs. That is not excuse. It is a bank holiday Monday. It is allowed.
Because that's any different to Monday for M.
Excuse me,
Is it?
buddy.
Is that a falsehood?
When it's mean, when it's true, it's mean, alright? Whack it, you'd be good.
I'm lovely. That's not very nice. Oz is
What
saying
is-
horrible things.
Call him but
Oh, he's calling me worse than that.
that's right, Chunga. Shovel it in.
Get it down.
Shall I see how big a forkful I can get in my mouth?
Oh,
Shall I do it? I'll do a double dip.
Oz, don't minimize your hangout window. Just put it behind everything else because the camera lags out when you minimize it for some reason. At least I've noticed.
Give it a good blow.
Go on, Chungo. Man
oh,
up.
blow it. Oh, get it done.
Load me.
Oh, the poor
What
boy.
a pro. I love it back of
Camera's
Ozzy's,
lagging out to shit anyway.
Yeah, I thought
Ozzy's
that was what it
camera at
is.
the
It's
back.
very odd.
There's a box of Chungo Pops represented at the back.
Yeah, of course there is. That's quality breakfast cereal.
Properly placed.
Just gonna have to go with the bare testes. Because otherwise, Oz, it just looks like you're waiting to give someone a blowjob.
Yeah, that was my Pregasm face.
Yeah, true.
Quick emote.
Right. Okay, so Chungo's shoveling away. I'm gonna get started. So, end of last session, you guys were down in the church basement. You ran into Doru. Doru? The son of Donovic, the priest. He had been turned by Strahd, was a vampire spawn. You kicked his ass. Donovic, who was a mental case, basically, when you first encountered him. What? Can you force him to push the talk?
I think he just.
Yeah, so Donovic, who was basically crackers when you first met him, has been sombered somewhat by the experience of seeing his son murdered in front of him. Good job, guys.
Yay!
Chris, Ellen Tara arrived in the basement just in time to do the cleaning up. Anyway, Donovic told you all that it's too late and too dangerous to perform funeral rites over the course of the night time, and it's invited you all to stay at the church and await dawn, where you will bury the dead Virgin Master, Irina, and Ismark's father, Kolyan. So you're all just having to kind of find comfortable places in the church to settle down for the night. It's going to be the equivalent of a long rest there, so everybody's going to be fully refreshed, hit points restored, magic spells available. You'll lay on hands, paladin points are going to have been restored. But Torin has found himself in Doru's old room, and as he's not really used to beds after many years traveling, fighting evil. He's just kind of settling himself down against a wall on the floor, and he notices a symbol on the wall there. If you could roll a religion check for Torin, please, Oz. $11. Okay, so Torin's not been in Barovia anywhere near long enough to know of or understand the gods that they worship in this place. But he is a man of God on Eberron. Follows Dol Dawn, and you've noticed on the wall this holy symbol, which it has the appearance of a sun. Now, the only deity that you know of who uses anything like this as their symbol is Dol Ara. Dol Ara is the goddess of sunlight and honor on Eberron, and as you might have guessed by her name, has got a relation to Doldorn. It's Doldorn's sister. So you don't really know much about the gods and the religions of this place, but you've seen something that you kind of recognize. But anyways, everyone goes off to sleep. The rest happens, and you awaken at dawn, and it is pouring with rain. Some of you have been unlucky enough to be awoken by drops coming through gaps in the ceiling. Others have just awoken to the sound of the torrential downpour hitting the roof outside. But it is time to carry out the funeral rites for the dead Burgeon Master. So you probably all will be wanting to meet the other attendees out in the church grounds.
Cool.
That's our introduction.
Okay. But I was just like, yeah, wash my face with some cold water
Mm-hmm.
out of a nice bedpan that I found in that room. that Dragon Boy was in. Just head out. Are they? Do we have to carry the stupid casket again? Have they sorted it out?
You're probably going to want to. It's not something that that Ismark and Donovic are likely to have achieved on their own. But
Well, they're lazy.
neither of them appear to be in the church currently.
Okay. I'll go outside. Oh no, we need to, probably need to carry it out. Come on, boys. Help us with this case, please.
Yeah,
I
help.
go and help.
Okay, so a few of you have grabbed the casket. Davy Toe is giving it his best effort, but he's just about holding it up with his arms over his head. Once you guys have picked it up and you head outside.
I'm like the cock in a rowing race. I'm off for support and stuff.
So despite the rain and the dark clouds masking a lot of the light that's shining on the day. I mean, it's quite early on as well. We're talking like 6 a.m. 6:30 for dawn. You can see in the distance of the grounds, Ismark and Donovic. Apparently, and Arena as well. Apparently, talking over what would appear to be not exactly a fresh grave, but certainly a grave that has been dug. You can assume that this is intended for the Burgeon Master.
Probably drop it nearby. Just come on.
Fling it down.
Yeah.
Throw it down and then,
Just line it
have
up and just heave, ho, heave.
Excuse me, father. Where do you want your stiff put in?
But he's not
One-
been asked that
one
in a
drop.
couple of years.
Jesus Christ! All right, so
One drove and ask 'em what the
Ismark sees you guys approaching, and his face kind of lights up. I mean, it's a pretty somber occasion, but he's clearly pleased to see you. And he just, oh, friends, I see you've brought father. Oh, it's a good thing we had the plot ready for him. If you could just position him as appropriate, and we'll lower him down, and the service can begin.
We put him in pointy end up.
Did you guys have any rope?
We've all got rope, haven't we?
Yeah.
No.
I've got rope.
Yeah. Okay. So no issue then to arrange a kind of rudimentary pulley system then to get the Burgeon Master down into the grave. The priest Donovic is still looking quite shaken from the night before, but there's not been any mad rambling outbursts such as you heard the previous night. He just kind of motions to Ismark, who sprinkles the first handful of soil into the grave. And he stands at the head of the grave plot and begins his eulogy. So he says, today we gather to lay to rest the soul of Kolyan Indirovich, Burgeon Master of the village of Barovia. With luck, his immortal soul has escaped this cursed place. Those who survive him face difficult times ahead, but the bloodline has always been strong. Barovia will prosper under the protection of Ismark. It's slightly out of character for him, but based on what you know, it would appear that the events of last night had quite an effect on him. He finishes his speech and nods to Ismark, who takes his place at the head of the grave. And Ismark states quite bluntly. He says, "The loss of my father was not just. Strahd will not achieve his desires. I have nothing more to say on this matter. And he motions for you to begin piling the soil onto the grave.
I
Well, who
can't
dug it?
shovel the soil.
It was
What
already
the hell?
it was
No,
already dug. It was already dug. They've been waiting for days to carry out the funeral. It's just that no one would go to the
That's-
church.
Real dodgy.
the
Don't like that.
the grave's been dug for days.
He's been dead for days.
Yeah.
I'll be
So
shoveling them.
what's everybody's passive perception?
10.
11.
12.
15.
10.
Okay, so while everyone is shoveling, you've Ellen Tara notices that that Irina has snuck off following the eulogy, and is currently at the gates of the church grounds, if you like, where she is engaged in conversation with a gentleman in front of a carriage.
Probably wander over and see if I could eavesdrop on what they're discussing.
Okay, how are you trying to be really stealthy, or are you just kind of having a wander?
Yeah, just straight sneak up and eavesdrop in the conversation.
Okay, so you're gonna have to roll stealth then. I'll give you advantage because of the rain.
Is that I'm rolling advantage?
Yeah, so when you roll advantage, you just roll twice and you take the highest result, so 16. So that's fine. You've succeeded in the stealth check. You wander over. They're very much engaged in the conversation. They don't notice you coming along. The rain's enough to hide your footsteps, and the conversation, whilst they appear civil towards one another, is clearly quite heated. So they don't notice you. But now roll perception, but with disadvantage because of the rain. This is for your eavesdrop.
Rip.
That is a rip.
Has +5. Gets 6.
Wow.
So you can't hear them over the rain, but you can try and get closer if you want. It will just require another stealth check.
Yeah, I'll try and get closer.
Okay, so roll stealth with advantage again. Yep, okay, so they still haven't noticed you, so it's going to be perception once more. Disadvantage. Is that it? The 16 and the 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, yep, that's good enough. So it's partway through the conversation, but you can hear them talking over the rain. As I said, they're giving an air of civility, but there's some like vaguely marked hostility, particularly from Irina. So you just you can hear the guy that she's talking to, and it's only Ellen Tara that hears this, just for for reference when considering gameplay. So it's partway through the conversation, so you just hear Strahd would be here if the circumstances were more favourable. Unfortunately, he is otherwise engaged. He does, however, hope that this terrible occurrence proves to you the seriousness of his desires. The visitations shall not relent. Irina replies. There's no way I can do a fucking lady's voice with it. It's
Do it.
sounding ridiculous.
Indeed.
So Arena replies, says, "You must be aware my father opposed Strahd as a suitor, and I have no desire to be a plaything of the devil. With Collion dead, Ismark will never agree to indulge Strahd." The chap responds, "My lord will be meeting with your brother soon enough. This is truly a mission of sympathy, and the carriage, consider a gift. Shelter today from the elephant. The elephants? Jesus fucking Christ! The elements. It's on such a terrible occasion." Irina says, "What of Strahd's gifts brought me up to now? A dead father and sickly pallor. You'll forgive my suspicion of his generosity." He says, "Oh, it is of course for the lady to do as is her whim. My master requires my attention, however, and I must take my leave." And he bows and walks away and leaves the carriage behind. So everybody else has been shoveling dirt. Arena is in a bit of a huff. Kind of sighs, stamps her foot, and makes her way back to the grave. I don't know if you want to follow Chris.
No, I'm gonna try and sneak onto this caravan when she disappears.
It's a horse-drawn carriage.
Carriage.
Okay, so the carriage is black, pretty elegant looking. There are red, what would appear to be silken curtains around the windows and the doors. It's drawn by 2 black horses. Okay, so everyone's been kind of having a bit of a boring time, unfortunately, with the grave digging.
Who's the best at the grave digging?
I mean, you
Who
could
is
all
the
roll
best grave
athletics.
digger?
You could all roll athletics
yeah.
if you want, and see
Good.
who's doing the best job.
I'm the bestest grave digger. Oh, it's strength in it.
It is strength.
Oh, rolling 1, right.
Oh,
So Torin and Grak are paladin and barbarian are having lazy days. Toyota 73, thank you for the follow.
I just don't like the dude that much, so I don't really care if he gets covered in dirt.
I hate his bitch sister.
I'm half-assing it because I can see they're doing more work than me.
Okay.
No, I'm feeling pretty compassionate
And
about the whole. You know,
Elu's getting stuck right in.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris. So you want to check out this carriage? Then
Yeah.
you're being nosy and you're eavesdropping, and you're gonna go check out this carriage. All right. So how are you inspecting the carriage?
I think I'm just gonna walk up to the. Is there a door on it?
Yep.
To
So
the inside?
there's a door on the left and the right side. There's no driver. It's just the horses.
I'm just gonna go up to the door and see if it's locked.
Okay. Yeah. The door's unlocked.
Just pop inside.
Okay. So you jump up into the carriage. You open the door. You see inside. There's it's quite well adorned. The seating is covered in leather, very high quality. Looks well looked after, but very well used. So there's quite a bit of wear apparent, but as I say, very very well cared for. It doesn't look like it's going to be falling apart anytime soon. But as you get up the steps and into the carriage, the door slams shut behind you, and one of the horses rears up and whinnies. Nay, I'm not going to do the whinny.
Calm down, dear.
And you turn around to find that the door is now locked, and you are inside. Could everybody roll perception, please?
Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
We get what you want to do. Hello.
Okay, so Elu, Torin, and Grak all hear the aggressive whinny of the horses. It's something's amiss. It's not, you hadn't realised. And you look around. Davy Toe's just kind of amusing himself. I don't know. Maybe he's working on the next great rock ballad to come out of Davy Toe Records Incorporated.
He's fucking around in the mud.
Probably. Yeah, I mean,
Looking for
he's
stones.
probably looking for more rocks to add to his repertoire. But no, the three of you hear this whinny. It kind of goes through you. It's like nails on a chalkboard kind of effect. If it's just a horse's whinny, it's kind of a strange thing. And you look and you turn and look just in time to see the horses come up to kind of a fast trot coming into a canter away from the road with Elantara stuck in the back.
I'm gonna chase them fucking horses down.
Sorry?
I'm gonna chase the horses down.
Okay, so you are a good 40 feet or so away from the carriage before it started. You haven't noticed it until it started moving. Horses can move an awful lot faster than you, and they've got a head start.
Yeah, but you said they were just trotting.
I said they're trotting, working their way up to a canter.
It's fine. I'm going to take me to where the master lives. I got this.
Are you in there?
Yeah, I'm inside the carriage.
We have no idea then, right?
No.
Okay, so you all kind of stand around a bit, not sure what's going on. Torin has realized that there's some sort of danger to one of his companions and has made moves towards the gate to the church grounds, but quickly realizes that he's not gonna catch the carriage. And Irina comes running and informs you that carriage was gifted by Strahd. It's just there's only one place it will be going, and she kind of looks up behind her
Blackpool.
to the the where the foundations of the castle, the overbearing castle, above the church grounds, and just says with a sense of finality, Ravenloft.
Oh well, good job. None of us are going there, so we're all right.
Yay!
Let's.
The important people are fine.
Because we have no idea, right, that he did that. So the funeral, I guess.
I mean, Tron said that we could see him screaming in the back.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
At
missed that.
the very least, Torin has definitely seen Elantara.
Well, I wouldn't say screaming per se.
Shut up, you little bitch.
I thought you said that the horse screamed. But,
No,
right.
so the horse whinnied, reared up, and took off. Basically started going as soon as the door closed. So Chris is stuck in the back.
I think I may have heard the horse whinny and Elantara in the back shouting and just put the two together. Oh look, it's an elf thing screaming again. What strange noises they make.
It's a song of warning.
Okay, so Ismart's come up to you as well. He says, okay, so Ismart's going to come up. You guys are going to inform him that Elantara has been taken. Then he says, "Oh, she won't be welcome at the castle."
what what will Strahd be aggressive towards her, or
Who could say? Strahd's been
Right.
known to play with his food.
Yep.
I mean, I don't want to die. Like
Jesus
the lady-
Christ, Chunko.
What? He's playing with the other one. He's slamming her every night.
Fresh meat.
Okay, so Ismark basically turns to you and says, I'm so sorry, but I don't think there's anything that we can do for your companion. We should stick to the mission. It's terribly important that we now that Father's been laid to rest. It's terribly important that we see Arena to Valaki. Her safety is the utmost priority.
how sorry, come.
You go.
How long will it take to get there?
To Valaki,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, I mean that depends on how we travel.
There's a nice black carriage we can use to
I
travel.
was gonna say.
It's already going at quite a pace. It might get us there quicker.
Okay, so on foot it's gonna take. It could take it on foot. It's gonna take us as much as 10 days, depending on what we encounter during the journey. If we're able to secure horses, we can cut that time by more than half.
I mean, leaving him to death seems pretty crappy. I'm not sure how I feel. Practicality's telling me, sure, he's dead. Let's not go to the big scary dude. But
Believe me, I'm incredibly sympathetic towards the fate of your companion, but there's honestly nothing we can do to.
Is there anyone with ranged weaponry that can shoot the horses?
Oh, they're long fucking gone by now, mate.
Yeah, they're super special Strahd horses.
We've been standing around chatting.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
There's sadly, if we were to go after your friend, we would meet the same fate.
I mean, I'm just going to put this out there, Chris. After you got locked in the carriage, did you even try and get out?
I didn't get the option. It went back to you guys.
Couldn't kick out a window? Couldn't...
So what was M gonna say?
I say we fuck off the sister and go get our friend back.
Yep. You alright?
But friends, we had an agreement. You were to help me secure safety for Arena.
Shut your heart mouth.
In turn, I would aid you in vanquishing the devil Strahd, allowing you to find your way home.
Well, look, buddy. People change. Situations change. You weren't even gonna give us any loot for it. I think we should do a vote. Who wants to go after old elf tits?
And there's no way I can break out of this carriage.
Well, we'll go to you now, Chris. So you're rattling the handle on the door. It's clearly locked. But basically, you're just trundling along a dirt road. It's a lot. It should be a lot of effort for the horses with the amount of rain is really turned the road basically to sludge, but it almost seems effortlessly that they're pulling the carriage through the mud. Maybe I would suggest that maybe your response is not to admire the finery of the inside of the carriage.
Oh, you muted.
you're muted, mate.
Gosh. I was gonna say have a look around, see if I can find any hatches or windows. Were you saying that's not a good thing to do?
No. I just meant that
Oh,
it,
just
it
just
would
stand at the window.
it wouldn't be a good thing to go. Isn't it nice in here?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll have a look around the carriage, see if there's any windows or hatches or
Okay, so
any
there's
weak points I can break.
there's windows. There's windows in each of the doors, and there is a gap in the front that would normally be used to allow the occupants to communicate with the driver, but it's not large enough for you to squeeze through. It's not large enough for you to actually get anything beyond maybe an arm through, realistically.
I'll probably try and shoot the horse through the hole. Have I got line of sight to shoot the horse?
I mean, I would definitely give you disadvantage. But yeah, give it a go.
I'm going to use Hail of Thorns as well,
Hail of Thorns is.
an AoE attack.
So is this the one where when you've hit, if you hit something, you can immobilize it?
No, it's if I hit it, hits everything around it.
Okay. Sorry, I just need to do some rolls here because honestly wasn't expecting you to attack the horses.
Good idea, though.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, make your attack then. So the thorns thingy, does that happen after you've hit?
Yes,
Okay, so you've got to hit first, right? Okay, so are we hitting the left horse or the right horse?
right horse.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you have managed to hit it.
Do we add my dex to the damage? I do, don't I?
Yes, you add your dex to the damage. Okay.
Just need to do the thorns thing one sec.
Yep. So it's not. It basically lets out a whinny. It's aware that it's been hit, but it doesn't slow its pace at all.
It says, in addition to the damage, the attacked creature and everyone within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw.
Is that including you?
No, just what you're attacking.
Okay. So the creature and everything within 5 feet.
Everything within 5 feet, yeah, needs to make a dex saving throw.
Does it give a DC?
No, it just says it must make a dexterity saving throw.
So it's going to be on your cast difficulty then. So what's your casting attribute? Yes, hello, the Crafter 220. Welcome to the stream.
So just let me look it up.
Is it? I think it might be wisdom.
Yeah, I think it is wisdom. So is it 1d20 plus wisdom?
No. So it's your it's the spell casting difficulty that we're getting the saving throw from. Because it's calculated as 8. Yeah, it is. It's your wisdom modifier. So it's 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. So you're level 4, aren't you?
No, level 3.
Level 3, right. So it's plus 2. So it's 8 plus your proficiency, which is 2, plus your wisdom modifier, which is
3.
3. Okay, so it's a dexterity saving throw with the difficulty of 13 then for the horses. Okay, so horse number 1 fails, and horse number 2 fails spectacularly as well.
Right, so they each take 1d10 piercing.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
So right and left.
Yep. Okay, so the right horse drops to the ground, just impaled by these thorns. But again, it's completely abnormal. The remaining horse, there's no effort whatsoever for it to continue dragging now the carriage and a dead horse through the mud.
God damn it.
So we'll go back to the rest of the party. Was it decided you guys were going to take a vote on what
Yep,
to do going forward?
Vote. I vote we go and save the funny looking elf.
I concur.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to disagree, but go with you anyway.
Okay, we're off. Sorry, Bismarck. You take us to the not spooky manor house.
Okay, so Ismark is quite clearly frustrated with you. He's muttering a number of what you can only imagine are regional curses under his breath. He's not very happy. As far as he's concerned, you guys have reneged on the agreement that you guys had made. So he's gonna basically usher Ilyana back to the manor house.
Hey, fuck you, buddy. We just fucking old your daddy here.
He doesn't give a shit. He's just really he's really upset.
I'm going to go piss on his grave.
And my sister was slag.
Take it back up.
Does she want to come with us? She
Um,
can come along.
she's
Go and see.
she's not in the best health at the moment. She's
You got backhanded.
and this is still a very kind of patriarchal society. Ismark's like ushering her home. They return back to the manor house. Now the Jesus Christ. Okay, so the village of Barovia is what you guys can see, just there. From the church, you were able to see Castle Ravenloft. It's on a raised area. The castle is way up here, and you're only aware of the two roads that lead out of town.
Okay. We gotta get moving then.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's draw. Let's just like walk. Go. Get going. Follow the carriage. Follow the tracks. Or whatever.
So at the edge of the village, on the you come to the west road out of the village. You see a sign that's pointing along that road with the word Ravenloft upon it.
Okay. Onwards. Come on, team. Squad. Squad.
I follow the shirt tiny man.
Yeah, I drag my feet, but
Everyone loves a rescue story, and I'll do a real nice rescue story. Real. Mwah.
Okay, right. Back to Chris. Back to Elantara.
Yeah, that other horse is getting it.
So the carriage is basically carried on, completely unburdened by the fact that you've slaughtered one of the horses that was pulling it, and it's come to it's come down the west road out of Barovia itself. It's come to a bridge. I will just reveal this for you here, and it's come to a rather abrupt stop after passing over the bridge. Now it's still raining very hard. There's not a lot of light coming through the clouds, but you see a figure approaching through the downpour.
I'm going to do this horse.
Thank you for the host there, Crafter. You're doing what? Sorry, Chris.
I'm going for this horse again. The other one.
Jesus, Chris.
So it stopped.
I don't care.
And
Still get an arrow to the head. It's wronged me.
Jesus. Oh, all right. Roll to hit with disadvantage.
well, stop moving now, hasn't he? So I guess it's still in a tiny.
Okay, so you've hit it. You've hit it on the 19.
Right, I actually get 2 damages on it now because it's damaged. From my talent point.
What? So what's this? What happens?
My talent point, Colossal Slayer, is something's damaged. It takes extra damage every time I hit.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So just add that on with the rest of your damage
It's a
bonuses.
separate roll. It's
Oh, okay.
I think once I've done that, I have to roll again for the damage of the other one.
Okay. Eight. Okay. So you aim your bow through the slit again. The communication. Well, it's not really a slit. It is a hole. It's just you're not gonna be able to get your body through it. But you aim your bow through again, and the arrow goes thunk as it hits the hits the horse in the shoulder, and the horse kind of grunts and makes sense. It's acknowledges the fact that it's been hit and that it's been hurt, but it doesn't really seem to care too much. And as you're settling your bowstring from this, the door swings open behind you, and a very strong, you feel a very strong hand placed on your shoulder
Who
as
talks?
you are thrown from the carriage. So roll acrobatics, please.
Freaking double cartwheel.
Okay, so you're thrown quite violently from the carriage, but you manage to find your bearings mid-air and do a series of flips and somersaults and whatnot, and you just end up on your feet. And there's a nobleman standing in front of you, and he looks at you, almost disgust on his face, and he says simply, "You are not Irina." Roll initiative.
My dad only lets me date human chicks.
Well,
Okay, so with incredibly inhuman lightning speed, the nobleman is right in your face, right up close to you, grabs you by the neck, and he slams you up against a tree.
Shit.
And he just says to you, "Where is Irina?"
why do you want to know?
Okay. So this is your turn. You're going to use your turn to talk to him.
This got to be pinned against a tree. I have to talk to him.
Okay. He backs off a little. You feel less pressure on your back from the tree. A slight amount of relief, but it's pretty much short-lived as he kind of spins around and throws you back towards the bridge that you came over. So roll acrobatics again. Jesus Christ. Okay, so very, very nimble little elf that you are, you have no issue whatsoever righting yourself from the throw.
You can transmit in your breathing a bit.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry.
So,
but you're not completely saved from damage. You take 7, just from the sheer force of the throw. Although
7?
you've managed
Jesus.
you've managed to land on your feet, but even as you get your bearings, you're still traveling backwards, and just the sheer force of it has knocked the wind out of you. He turns to you and says, "I'll ask you again, only once. Where is Irina?"
Is he like a noble human? Is he like same size as me?
Yeah, he's human-sized.
Right, I'm going to try and entangle and strike him.
Okay. You're gonna have to talk me through how it works. I don't know all the spells.
So
and stuff.
I basically enchant my arrow, shoot him, and if the arrow hits, then
Sure.
I'll do the spell bit after.
Sure.
Someone just unmuted themselves on Hangout.
Yeah, looks like
Chungus.
Chungus isn't
Oh,
muted.
sorry.
Okay, so you fire your arrow, and it looks to be true. It looks like it's gonna hit its mark. But at the last second, the nobleman lifts his arm, catches the arrow, and just gently drops it to his side.
Oh shit!
Right, I start to do a run with my movement.
The whole time he's walking towards you. He's not a particularly fast pace, just a general saunter almost, I guess.
Yeah, I'll do a run the other way, back across the bridge.
Okay, so how are you taking a run and a dash?
I can't. I've used my action, so I can't dash.
Oh, of course, yeah. You've done that, so you've done a run. So it was what was it? It was 30, 35. Is it 35 feet?
35, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the rain's still pouring, muffling some sound and severely limiting vision as you dash away. Well, not as you dash away, as you run away. You look over your shoulder and you see that this nobleman, he's not changing his pace at all. He's continuing to walk towards you, and before too long, he's a blurry outline in the downpour, and then eventually you can't see him at all. So it's your action again.
I'll hide. Is there any bushes or stuff to the side of the roads?
So there is forest away from the road, but it's a good kind of it's a good like quarter mile a bit further to get to the forests. It's just basically like open land. Some of it looks like it might have been farmland once upon a time, but it's just grasses growing.
I'll just dash back down the road that I came from. Try and just make some distance between us.
Okay. Good evening, Mort. Okay, so it's a 70-foot dash that you're making then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get about 45, 50 feet. Still looking over your shoulder to check for this nobleman. It's quite shaken. And you turn around, face forward after checking behind you, and walk right into something, and you're put flat on your ass.
Watch you be that guy, be like that droopy dog.
And you
From the-
you look up to see the face of the same nobleman. And he looks down at you with an expression of utmost contempt, and he says, I did warn you that I would only ask you once more.
Oh no.
Now, will you
Rip
take
indeed.
me to arena, or must I deal with you.
No, I will not.
Oh no.
Do what you will.
Oh,
Oh, mate.
so
Okay.
noble.
So
He,
noble, so good.
1v1 Strahd. Come at me.
He walks up to you, picks you up off the ground. He's not gonna take a strike at you while you're on your ass. So he picks you up, puts you on your feet, and lays an unarmed strike on you. You basically just kind of close your eyes, accept your fate. And you take. What's your hit point total?
Current at the minute,
Yep.
27.
You take 8 damage initially. An additional 13 as you feel your life force being sapped from you. And you fall unconscious. Okay, so rest of the party. Now that
I
Chris
run as
is
fast as I can.
now that Chris is done getting beaten up, he's about a mile and a half outside of town. It looks like, but the rain you can see tracks from the carriage in the mud. It was like I said, it was basically just being pulled through the mud by the horses. So you can see the direction that they've travelled. But your vision is quite impaired. You can't see that far ahead of you due to the how awful the weather is. But you've got a direction.
I start following the tracks.
Yeah, do we keep going?
Hmm.
What kind of pace are we talking? So Castle Ravenloft. You could only see on the cliff in the distance from the church grounds. You've got no idea how long it's going to take you to reach the castle by following this road. You've got no idea. Like as far as you're concerned, Elantara has been taken to the castle.
Yeah.
So what kind of pace are you guys taking up? Are you just because if you embark upon a long journey and you're just gunning it the whole time, you guys are gonna you need to stop.
I think
and take breaks, you're
we're
gonna get
yogging.
exhausted.
A light
Just-
jog.
Yogging.
Yeah.
Just
You're
a
gonna
yog.
go for a lovely yog.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're doing a yog.
Ooh.
The big dragon man is carrying me because
Because you've got.
I'm like sprinting pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah,
gee.
I'll carry him.
All right. Okay. Okay. So you guys are running along. Your vision's greatly impaired. Oh, excuse me. Everybody roll perception.
Oh, it's so badly. We
Are
could
you
we
on
could
meeting
just
on thing again? You
And
put bang on double
Davy Toe can have advantage because he is on the nearly 7 foot tall dragon man's shoulder. He's like your head must be what eight
What?
or 9 feet up at this point.
So,
Perception.
Perception.
yeah,
It's
do you
wisdom
know when we
modifier.
roll and get under our passive, does does the passive perception just overrule it?
So the passive perception is, say an NPC is trying to do something sneaky, right? Like, so say you meet an NPC who is a lot like Elu, Dave, and he's got sticky fingers and decides he's going to open himself to your pockets. Now, your passive perception is the statistic that NPC needs to roll against for his sleight of hand to
I
successfully
see.
carry
Yeah,
out
okay.
a stealing action.
Mhm.
All of the NPCs, all of the monsters, they've all got passive perception as well. So whenever like you're trying to do like a stealth action or something like that, it's the passive perception of the creature is what you're rolling against.
Yeah, I understand.
So that's what the passive is for. And that's really easy. That's just 10 plus your wisdom modifier. Okay, so Davy Toe, despite his high vantage point, is busy daydreaming about rocks.
Yep.
I thought you
Gracken.
got advantage.
Oh yeah, he did have advantage. You haven't rolled twice. Roll again because you got advantage. Mate.
All right. Oh, is that what it does?
Yeah, you got advantage. So
Yeah.
advantage, you roll twice and take the highest result.
Winner.
Lol.
Fine.
Oh,
So that
plus
was
the
a-
2, mate. So
Plus
you got
the two.
7.
Plus,
7.
7. No, he's daydreaming about rocks. And maybe horns. He's really not paying attention. He's probably forgotten that you're even looking for Elantara at this point.
I got a 17 though, right?
Yeah,
Well,
Gracken,
that's pretty good.
Gracken Elu are just completely focused on rescuing their companion and getting to the bottom of whatever the fuck it was that was going on at the with this carriage that abducted him, and don't notice. In fact, they carry on for a short way after Torrin has stopped by the side of the road and is just looking down at what he can see is a rather sickly looking, rather beaten up female elf
Oh.
body.
Lol.
Nice stealth.
What, he didn't take me with him?
Oh.
So Gracken Elu have nearly reached the bridge, but Torrin has stopped and noticed this body.
Oh, yeah, we didn't see so.
Cool.
You're gonna lay your hands on it.
Way.
You gonna do your fucking sing song?
Oh. Why don't we do them both together?
So so you're not sure if this is a corpse or not. You've recognised that it's Elantara. But there's a lack of colour in the flesh, I guess. The grey day doesn't help with that. It's very grim. It's still raining very hard.
It's dead. Let's leave.
Okay, so Torrin looks up to Davy on his shoulder. And,
Just bury me.
And very bluntly is like, "There's what's even the point? Look at the mess."
I mean, I think I'd be able to tell he was still alive if I'm honest. I'm a man of medicine.
With a
Also.
with a DC 5 medicine check.
I think at the very, I want to
Yeah,
jump down.
I want to medicine check it.
Yeah, go on.
Woo.
Here comes the one.
Yeah, it's quite clearly Elantara is still alive. Looks like
Wow.
she shouldn't be. Like
Right.
really looks like she shouldn't be.
It's like absolute. Come on, I'll do a song then. Sing a nice song for my buddy. Do 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 do. Oh no, it's a healing word. It's not a song. It's your new pale complexion really goes with your face.
That's more than a word.
All right, sorry.
So is it one d4 hit points?
Yeah, +4
+4. Ooh.
for spell. Some. Okay. Very nice to do.
Okay. So the lovely that was on your horn, was it? You.
Yeah. Just
So
Yeah.
the horn melody from Davy, restores some life to the unconscious Elantara, and she kind of stirs. Doesn't completely regain consciousness. Is just kind of like you know when people are kind of half awake and they just start like talking bollocks.
Yeah, it's you all the time.
Oh, I was thinking more like dupes. So clearly alive, stable, looking a little healthier, but not in any condition that she can like stand up and walk herself around at this point.
Okay. So I need to just throw another heal. I'll do another heal then. God. Stupid dragon. Well, heal again.
How many of those have you got,
This
by the
time
way?
I'll compliment. I'll have 4. Just say, yeah, that red choke ring around your neck really goes with your hair. Oh, it's another 6.
Okay. What did I? Sorry, one sec. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, so Elantara's eyes snap open, and she lets out a shrill scream, almost like a delayed reaction from the from the attack on her. And it's at this point that that Grak and Elu turn around and realise what's going on because no one bothered to let them know.
I need to give her a quick backhand to snap her out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Roll to hit. Chris, what's your armor class?
Natural.
Time to hit the deck again. 15.
Am I proficient with fists?
You
Proficient
would
with
be-
simple and martial,
you'd
so
be- no, you'd be proficient in unarmed.
is that a yes?
Oh, that's a no.
Okay.
Why'd you want to hurt me?
I think I missed anyway.
Yeah, you missed.
I'll try again. I'm not going to try again.
Luckily, Grak and Elu are too far away, and Davy is too concerned with his horn to notice as you swing your arm
Beat
through the
me
air
mercilessly.
in a backhand. Fail to hit Elantara as her scream comes to an end, and try
All
to
there.
style it out by just scratching the back of your head on the backswing.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So Elantara is conscious, still a little bruised, healthy, but can certainly feel the effects of the brawl that she's just been subjected to.
What happened to you? Yeah.
Dear.
He's
don't know,
100,
I'm
he's
going with it.
150 odd, isn't he?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Where are we?
You never woken up in a ditch before?
The last thing I remember, I was in the carriage, and then some guy attacked me looking for what's her face? What's the lady's
Um,
name?
Irina.
Arena.
Mrs.
Looking
Backhand.
for Arena. and was asking for, demanding me to tell me where she was, and then because I wouldn't tell him, he attacked me and felt like he was draining life out of me, and then I blacked out.
He attacked me.
So Gracanello turned up kind of in time to hear most of Elantara's story.
I give her a sympathy pat on the shoulder.
Roll to
Are
hit.
we?
Yeah, roll to hit.
Really?
What? Well, it depends. How?
Is it like a kind of friendly tap and say it's okay now, you're safe, friend?
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. I won't.
Not one of her
I
crit
won't.
backhand.
Yeah. I won't have you. Yeah. Giving everybody ridiculous backhands every time you reach out to touch them.
Even comfort her, right? Jeez.
Has everyone had their turn?
We're not in turns. We're not in turns at the moment.
Oh, I wanted to see if I could, what Aragorn does outside Fangorn Forest. I want to see if I can guess what happened. Going tracks and what.
Oh, you want to use your
Fight.
ranger skills. All right, roll survival. You can surmise that it's been raining.
Okay. It's me done.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was boss.
Are we gonna go and apologise to Pissmark then?
Is it just the us five that are here, or is the other guys come with us as well?
No, Ismark
Well,
took
no.
Arena home to the Burgeon Master's mansion.
I explained to the elf lady what happened about them being bitches and going back home.
There's something about her and Strahd. I overheard a conversation before I got in the carriage, and the person left the carriage as a gift to her. And I think he was demanding for her to come and spend time with him or see him. I have a funny feeling he killed her father as a consequence for not doing what he said. We need to find out what's linking these two together.
Yeah. Let's go back to the village and see Pissmark then.
Yeah, I think it'd be good if Taran persuade.
Carriesby.
Well, no, persuades Ismark to tell us about his heritage.
Intimidate Pissmark, you mean?
Yeah. Well, actually, what's your intimidate? Not to be not to be metagamey, but I'm metagaming here.
+5.
My persuade.
Done.
Are you
Okay.
trying to set up a good cop bad cop here?
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking maybe we should, as we're walking back, try and figure out a plan to use our intimidate and persuasion together to perhaps get advantage or something for one of us on the roll.
No, I mean it's literally just going to be it's just different tactics of approach, right? I mean,
So we'll see if one of us pass. And
yeah,
then
yeah. So it's
okay.
you're just like if you're doing good cop bad cop with intimidate and persuade, right? Then it'll be the thing where basically like whoever is succeeding the best, shall we say, on
I
their
see.
roles
Yeah.
is who the character is likely to gravitate towards, I would say,
Right.
in that kind of situation. So like if you're rolling like a 19 persuade and someone else is rolling say a 15 intimidate, and it's only a DC of 10 for the charisma check, if you like, then you know that although you've both passed, what the way that can play out is that the intimidation is kind of been like, oh, he doesn't want to talk to the person that's being intimidating because it's they're really laying it on hard, and so he's like, but you, I like you.
Yeah.
You seem nice. I'll talk to you about it. You know, that kind of thing.
Mm. But yeah, I mean, if we can both sort it out so that we both use a role, kind of combine, that'd be cool. We'll go over some on the way back to town.
Right. So have we basically decided that you're gonna go and go back to Ismark then? Now that
Yeah.
Elantara's back with you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's sweet FA else to do on this dirt road.
Well, I mean, we could go and kill Strahd, like that. That seems.
after Ellie got ploughed that bad. Oh, sorry, Alantara.
I mean, just to, again, you know, like we were saying, not to mess a game or whatever, but Strahd is so much more powerful than you guys at the moment that I didn't even bother to make rolls for a lot of that encounter.
Like, he's just like, come on, he just.
That was like in a film, you know, where like you go for the first fight and the goodie loses and then has to go through like a transition of growth.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening over the next like 3 or 4 sessions is going to be you guys 80s style training montage in order to get you strong
We're
enough.
gonna need a montage. Montage.
Yeah, and we're just going to play the montage song for the entirety of the.
Push it
of
to the
thing.
limit. Come on then, let's go.
Let's do it.
Go see
Okay,
Boya.
so we're heading back to Barovia.
Cool.
So some time passes. You come into Barovia down the east road, the west road. Sorry. So just to remind people, you guys have entered here, and
Did Ismark mention that he
one.
was going back to his house? Sorry.
Yeah, he went to seethe with his sister in the manor.
He didn't.
Seethe.
I can't remember actually what I said, but we can.
Yeah.
It's you could assume that that's where they're going to have ended up.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
maybe he went back to the pub to like try chat up some more adventurers.
Yeah, because I think that's what my character would have thought. Really, I probably would have thought he'd rewind to the tavern. So I'd probably go in there. Everyone else. Do you know what I mean? And then I'd just tell you that I'd catch up if he was in there or not.
Yeah, if you wanna check out the tavern first.
I'm just gonna go off to the side and say I need to rest after that long journey, so I'm gonna meditate.
I mean, you were right? You've got you had 12 hit points restored by Chungus.
Yeah, but I've used all my spells and stuff as well, trying to get away from him.
All right. Well, I think I'll watch over Alantara then. That's I think that's what my.
Why don't you take?
It's
why don't you
okay.
take
I'm
her to the pub?
meditating. I'm meditating,
Yeah,
I'm not sleeping,
yeah.
so I'm
Hey.
still alert.
Yeah, but I'm still like my character would feel bad for you and would want you to be okay. So yeah, I'd just take you to the pub, and just stick around while you did that. Just make sure everything was cool.
I can do a bit of healing on a short rest if you want.
I think he wants his spells back.
No, I want my spells and to heal.
Oh right, okay.
And my
I mean, you're gonna have
full rest
you're gonna
is
you're
4
gonna have
hours,
an you're gonna have an opportunity to like you're in a village, right? Like not a lot of you don't need to prioritize your rest at the moment. You guys basically at the moment you guys had a quest there was an event, and like to think about this in like RPG terms. You guys had a quest. There was an event, and you guys basically went abandon quest to pick up the new one that was kind of like dynamic because your mate got kidnapped. But now you've resolved that, so you guys don't have a quest log at the moment.
All right, so fair enough. I'll follow along then with where people are going.
Seem off to watch piss mat. Let's just march right up there and knock on the door because be doing anything with his sister.
Wait.
Country people, right? Bunch of weirdos.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so so you're heading down to knock on the door. So okay, so is this Elu and Elantara are going to check in the tavern, and everybody else is going to check the manor?
Yep, I'm good for the manor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I hadn't actually accounted for this, so let's see where he is. Okay. So Elu and Elantara get into the tavern, and they just see the barkeep at the bar cleaning glasses. He just kind of glances over and gives them a nod as they walk in the door, and the three women that you saw before are in the tavern again, but at a different table.
Yeah, I nod back to that, and then ask if we can get some, just a quiet room so that we can get Alantara safe, and asked if he's seen Ismark.
Okay, so they sorry, you're talking to who?
The barkeep.
The barkeep. He just kind of looks at you a little bit blankly, almost like he doesn't quite understand what you're saying. But then after a few moments, he kind of nods as if suddenly oh he's understood. He says no Ismark today, and he just looks down and carries on cleaning the glass in his hand.
Well, I'm just gonna follow Alantara then. I think that was a bit weird. So what else he wants to do now? I'll stay with him. Cool.
Okay. So the rest of you then, someone's knocking on the door, are they?
Yes, I will be the one who knocks.
Okay.
I am the one who knows.
So Davito knocks on the door as hard and heavy as his little gnome fists allow him.
I think he's banging with a rock, right?
Probably he does everything with a fucking rock, doesn't he?
Yeah, including
Yeah.
masturbation.
And
Yeah.
the peephole for the door kind of slides open, and you see just the profile, just some eyes and the bridge of a nose. And it looks around, finally looks down and sees you, looks back up and notices your companions, and you just hear a sigh as the slider gets put back into place, and the door opens, and there's Ismark. And he just kind of looks at you all, clearly unimpressed, and he just says, "Well."
Come on, grab your kit, piss Mark. We're off on an adventure.
He's really not going to be happy with you calling him Pissmark.
It was acting like a piss mark, alright? Just like, oh, screw that guy, he's dead. It's like, he wasn't dead. And you
Yeah.
know what? I'm going to shove it in his face. He wasn't dead. He was dying on the road. He
Shit.
would have died.
You were just assume.
Thank you, sir.
So it's okay. So Ismark's expression changes from one of exasperation to one that it softens, slightly more concern. He says, "So I'm glad you found your companion. I am, but you have to understand that at the time I was just acting logically. There was based on what Irina said and knowing who left the carriage, it made every bit of sense to assume that your friend wouldn't see the wouldn't see nightfall, let alone the morning. I'm glad to hear that she's not perished. But I can I assume then that you have returned in order to aid me and my sister?
We got FALs to do. Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Can someone with small charisma or something just ask them what connection, what Strahd and
Yeah, I think I'll sort of clasp him on the shoulder and ask him why Strahd seems to have taken such an interest in his sister.
I'm just going to double check exactly what Ismark knows. Because I know, obviously. Okay, right. So what are you asking him, sorry?
How much? Oh, I'm asking him why Strahd has such an interest in his sister.
Okay, well, I must assume that he's simply enamored with her. Arena tells me there have been a number of visits, not at the house. She's encountered him at various locations in the village over the last few weeks, and he's absolutely relentless. I've not, but my father before me, and now I refuse him to welcome him into the home. She's safe here. He can't. He can't reach her, but that hasn't stopped him from trying to intercept her whenever she's left the safety of the manor. Uh, in fact, the last week or so, I've been forced to confine Irina completely to the manor house for fear of what further encounters with Strahd might mean.
I think he's bullshitting me. I think he knows more than that.
All right. Roll perception. Okay, so you're distrustful of Ismark, and while he's speaking, you're paying very close attention, trying to kind of work out the emotions and the motivations behind what he's saying, and you can see that he's speaking with a certain amount of passion and fear. He's being truthful.
Well, you know what I'm gonna have to do. I just wanna lean in real close to him, give him a real big toothy smile, and say, "You wouldn't be lying to me, would you? I'm intimidating this fuck."
No, that was a that was a DC 5 perception check. He's telling the truth.
Yeah, and now I'm intimidating
and now
him
you're
to make
intimidating
sure.
him. Right. Okay. Okay. Well, roll your intimidation. Okay. So the worry on Ismark's face has turned slightly more to fear, and he just he's taken aback. He kind of moves, your hands on his shoulder, so he can't like properly step away from you. But he moves his body away from you. His body language is very defensive, and he just says, "I'm just like all those who inhabit Barovia. We've I'm sorry, I'm getting stuck. All those, just like all those who inhabit Barovia, Strahd's wrath is the single most intense source of fear for us. Um, I'm being completely honest with you. I know not what his intentions are with my sister, only that he desires her.
Just want to turn it from a clasp on his shoulder, pat on the back, and say, "Good," and walk off.
Are you waiting at the gate at least?
But yeah, I'm not leaving. I'm just walking away from him. I am bored with you now. Goodbye.
See you at
Forever.
the next village.
Okay. Did Elu and Elantara, when did you leave the inn when you realised that Ismark wasn't there? Sorry.
I said that I was gonna do whatever Alantara did. I was gonna stick with her for now.
Sure.
Yeah, I would have wanted to back out of the inn and.
Okay,
head
so
back
you
to the
guys
square.
show up then, knowing excuse me, knowing that Ismark wasn't at the inn. You think, oh, the only other place he's likely to be is going to be at the manor house with his sister. So you guys turn up just in time, just as Torin is walking back down the steps at the front of the mansion, and Ismark's been through a lot in this conversation emotionally, but he's settled on kind of just a kind of delicate and careful joy now that you all are back, and it would appear are going to help him sort out the situation with his sister. So he just kind of like, as soon as Simon says, preparations must be made then. He says, "I'll come in, all of you. We'll prepare to leave at the earliest opportunity. I just need to make sure that all of Arena's things are ready, and then you can all be off within the hour." So he's gesturing for all of you to come inside the house.
Okay then.
I follow inside the house.
Yeah, the same.
I asked Karen if he talk with Ismark.
I think he just referred that the man's a simpering idiot who doesn't really know much of anything.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't there, so I don't want to magically know stuff. So I just ask you about that.
Yeah, I reckon he did tell you what he knows, but
Okay, cool.
Okay, so inside there's just a Arena is now just generally kind of being frustrated. There's a housemaid who's helping her to pack, but it's this issue of wanting to travel light so that minimal traces can be left as you all are traveling. But it doesn't take long to get provisions together. Ismark arranges for you all to be given rations for the journey. So you all have 10 days of rations. He informs you that it gives you a full water skin each. If you don't have one already, but informs you there should be plenty of sources of fresh water as you make your way to Valaki. And is just about ready to see you all off. Arena is all set up. She's got all the gear that she needs, and Ismark basically just says to you, just head to Valaki. The village is much greater fortified than Barovia, and it's my hope that Arena can be safe there.
Cool.
Where is Arena at the moment?
Arena is
That's okay.
joining the party.
So is she by herself at the moment?
Well, you're all just kind of in the house. Yeah, she's just going to be kind of off to one side. You're all
Okay.
kind of getting ready to set off. Like about an hour and a half has passed, while you guys have been getting provisioned.
Can I just go and speak to Arena?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I just I try and I say to her that I quite admire her brother. He's very protective. He seems to care about her a lot. But I ask her what she thinks about his plan.
Okay, so she's a little bit contemptuous in her response, and she's like, she says, well, of course, of course, of course, I fear Strahd. It would be foolish not to, but I don't. He's lord of these lands. Honestly, I'm not sure how much safer Valaki can be than Barovia, but I do agree with my brother that their fortifications and defenses are far superior to ours here, and do not have the issue of existing in the shadow of Castle Ravenloft. There's a much greater chance that I shan't draw Strahd's attention if I'm not on his doorstep.
Yeah, I say yeah, that the Valaki sounds great, and I do apologize that my party are a bit hard to deal with sometimes. But I wonder if she I try and persuade her to see if she'll tell me what she knows about Strahd wanting to court her and whatnot. See if perhaps we could help her better if we knew.
So she just says that I don't know what motivates Strahd. He's completely enamored. He's visited me twice now, and the details are sketchy. I find it difficult to control myself around him. There's always a vague sense of fear in the background, but at the same time, when he's around, I feel safety and comfort. But it's not easy to forget the hunger, just the hunger that blazes in his eyes when he looks at me. It's quite unsettling when I think back on it.
Yeah, well, I definitely show her sympathy, being open because she's a bit bitch. But yeah, I say that I'll do everything I can, and I'll try and persuade my party to be amicable. Yeah, I thank her.
Sure.
I go to Torrin and tell him to look out to see if he knows anything of the hunger and stuff that she spoke, because maybe that's some evilly voodoo thing that he'd be better with than I. So
I mean, yeah, I think Torrin have put it together.
Roll religion. Okay, so based on things like the encounter with Doru, the kind of the way people have been kind of haughty and all the rest of it, it's clear that Strahd is a vampire, right? Basically everybody that you've encountered has all but straight up said he's a fucking vampire.
Mhm.
So Torrin knows this much. He's been able to deduce this much from what's going on. But the exact origins of what his vampirism might have come from, and his motivations, his desires for arena, all this kind of stuff. It's all not really very clear. So I guess as far as Torrin's concerned, this is maybe Strahd just likes elegant dining, shall we say, and but is also like playing with his food a little bit, and it's just that for whatever reason he's singled out arena, and is just interested in um, eating her eventually, but is kind of like
Ooh.
like having fun with it along the way. He's I mean, like a lot of people have said, already, he's enamored with her, and this is probably true, but that doesn't mean that he's not ultimately just going to devour her.
Oh my god, I know how to stop him eating her. Someone needs to have sex with her. Right? The vampires hate that.
Oh, I'm in.
Problem solved. They can't be
It's like
I forced
I mean,
myself on the
vampires,
read.
I don't think universally go for virgins. I think it's just like having a sandwich, and how much more you'd enjoy that sandwich if you knew no one had fucked it.
That's it. We'll ruin his sandwich for him.
Right. Irina's not some helpless lass, and I'd really rather that the campaign didn't go in that direction. But it's not something that is going to make a difference.
Damn it. Okay.
Okay, so Ismark comes over and greets you all, and he just says, "Right, okay, so you know what you're doing. Then it's going to be about a 10-day journey on foot to make it to Valaki. If you when you get to the fuck's sake, what's it called? When you get to when you get to the river Ivlis Crossroads, the left fork is your kind of direct path. The path will give way to a dirt track on the right fork, but Vistani travelers have been known to make camp there. You might be able to purchase some horses from them, which will relieve some of the burden of your journey. You'll cut a significant amount of time off, so you can if you take the right fork, it's not as well maintained for traveling, but you may be able to meet with these people. Just most importantly, just keep Arena safe. Just travel fast and light, and just keep my sister safe.
Problem, buddy. She'll be
Yes.
under the care of my good friend Grack.
Hello.
You'll probably hit her.
Everybody but me hates her, right? Like,
I don't
No.
hate her.
Bad bitch.
oh, I thought that you'd snarled at her as well.
Yeah, I hate what she believes in. I don't hate her.
Okay.
I hate everything about her, sure.
Right. Is
Everything
not
she
coming? Sorry.
represents.
Everything she fucking stands for.
Is Ismark not coming with us?
He doesn't appear to be intending to.
What an asshole! Really?
Well, yeah, no. I asked him.
I think-
Are you not coming with us? What do you intend to do?
Well, I mean, there's I've with my father dead, his responsibilities passed to me. I'm the new Burgeon Master. I mean, I hadn't really considered that I'd be able to leave, but I don't know. Maybe this is more important. Maybe maybe I should come with you. I suppose you have proven yourself to be somewhat unreliable in the past. Maybe it would be for the best if I was to accompany you and to ensure my sister's safety. I mean, it's
I think
certainly not something I can achieve alone, but dunno.
I think he needs to fucking decide what's important to him, and apparently his sister is, but fucking in. So
I mean, he's in charge of this entire village now.
Well, I
Get the
think
priest seemed pretty well together. Just get him to deal with it. We'll sort it out for you. He's fine.
yeah,
right?
get the fucking heretic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that so I say this to him. I think that you would much better be able to do your duties if you helped us vanquish Strahd, which if you came with us would be much better. Can I persuade him? Can I
Yeah,
persuade?
go for it.
That one.
Fucking hell.
He just wants to hide in his house. Oh, you're never coming in here, Strahd. I'm never going to invite you in.
Yeah, I got a 1. I got 6, but it was a natural 1.
All right. So he basically says, all right. I'll tell you what. As long as you guarantee me that the highest priority is getting my sister to somewhere that she is going to be safe and not have to fear of Strahd, then yes, I will come with you.
Oh, I
Wait.
think that's a party decision right there, to be honest. Like,
Can I just ask a quick question? So, if our highest priority was not to get her to the safest place, he wouldn't bother coming.
I don't think he would send her off with you.
And it seems like backward reasoning to me.
he could be using leverage. That's what I thought, to be honest. But yeah.
I
no,
mean,
see your point.
he's just looking for a guarantee that you guys aren't going to flake.
I
Why?
mean,
Why
we
would
already
he
gave
ever
him a
say-
guarantee that we
The only
would flake, and then we flaked.
You.
He's
No,
basically he's not as trustworthy of you guys as he was 24 hours ago.
Someone nearly died.
Maybe she shouldn't have got a cursed carriage then to deliver.
No, I mean, if anything, this shows that we're trustworthy. We went back for someone who was likely going to get us killed by doing so, just to save them. All I can do is say that we'll try our very best to do the exact same with your sister. Surely that's enough.
All right, he says this is all right, fine. But as soon the moment I feel like my sister is being put in danger, then we're done.
So he's going to come on the journey,
Sounds like he needs a backhand.
and then as soon as he thinks, oh, we're not going directly to this place, he's going to be like, right, fuck you guys and all the protection you provide. I'm going to go do this on my own.
Well, I mean, if we're putting her in danger, that makes perfect sense. In all honesty.
I mean,
'cause
who knows
the whole-
who knows how much you know he's going to stand up to this declaration when actually faced with the danger. But you know, it's just
Fine. Let's move her.
okay. So he just takes another few minutes just to get himself a traveling pack made up. Pulls on his good boots for walking. And you all leave.
What were those boots made for, though?
Oh yeah, they're made for
Walking.
walking. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's what
Right.
they're gonna do.
Fair.
So anyway, as you're leaving, I've lost the page. So as you're leaving, Torin, who has kind of hung back hung towards the back of the party. He is shouting behind him, and it's Donovic is trying to get his attention. And he's just kind of running. He's saying, "Good sir, good sir. A moment of your time, before you set off."
Okay.
So you stop.
I'll
Torin,
stop and talk to him. Yeah.
Torin stops. He catches up. He's a little bit out of breath. He takes a few moments, catches his breath. He says, "Oh, thank you for stopping. It's. I know not who you follow, sir, but it's clear that you're a man of the gods. As I must implore you that Arena be taken to the Abbey of Saint Markovia. Valaki is well fortified. It's true, but she should be the safest place for her is a holy place. If you travel to Kresik and deliver her to the abbey there, you'll deliver her also from Strahd, as well as delivering our village from Strahd's attentions. And I pray that you heed my words." And he just kind of nods at you and heads back towards the church.
Just
Did
turn
anyone else
around
see
with a
that?
vaguely veiled sneer and walk away.
Was
Yeah,
it
I don't
was,
think that's gonna.
was it just Jamie that heard that then? Sorry.
So he was talking to Jamie, well, to
Who's
Torin.
Jamie?
Who
Yeah,
is
sorry,
Jamie? It's
sorry.
weird, isn't it?
Sorry about
he
that.
was talking to Torin. But I don't know. I suppose did you stop? It's I suppose it's whether or not you lot stopped and listened, or whether or not you carried on for a bit when Torin stopped.
I think I would have, like, when I saw him running, I would have been curious, but
Yeah. All right. So yeah. So whoever stopped heard him talk about Kresik and the abbey there. It's just basically it's just his opinion that a holy place is going to provide greater protection than just somewhere with big walls.
I don't know. I just Gaily boy just won't go with it. I think we'd have to fight him to like get him in.
oh, do you remember that the vampire was trapped underneath, right? Or was it voluntary because it was a child? Do you think?
It was his son.
It was his son, yeah.
He was like 20, 21.
So was it voluntary, or was it like holy shit where he couldn't go upstairs?
No.
It was voluntary.
No, he was just kind of lurking. He wasn't. He hadn't fed for about a year. He wasn't very strong. So he wasn't likely to be bold enough to attack very much stuff. But he was being held in the basement level of the church.
I guess my character wouldn't know if he was being held at by hope, because it doesn't matter. I'm metagaming. Just carry on.
Okay. So all that's left then is Mark just kind of beckons to you all. It's like this way. We need to take the west road. It's this direction. This direction, companions. So whilst travelling in the greater area of Barovia, so Ismark explained to you a lot of a lot of this region and where you need to go. But you need to, because you're traveling, you guys need to set up a marching order. Basically, this is to do with if things occur while you're out traveling. It might say things like the person at the head of the line is affected, or people in the center, or whatever it might be. So you guys need to establish a marching order while you're traveling.
We
I'll
put the
stay at
person with the
front
highest
'cause I've got,
perception first.
I've
Yeah,
got
that's
highest
what I was
Yeah,
going to
and
say.
you got to
And then I
remember.
probably go at the back.
Yeah, you've got to remember to include Ismark and Arena as well in your marching order.
All right.
I'll go second for sure.
I'll hang in the middle with Arena.
Okay.
But
So
I like
Torin is
it.
second.
Can I be third?
Greg third.
Do
So
Are
we're
we
gonna go.
resting before we set out, or
So what? Sorry.
Yeah, I imagine we've all rested.
set out?
That was when
yeah.
the rations and stuff.
Yeah. You've rested. So what's the marching order there? So who's in front? Is that Elantara?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Then Torin, then Grak. Then
Then-
Arena and Davito, was it?
Irina first or Davito first?
me first. I wanna,
Split those two up.
I wanna fuck Strahd's sandwich.
Irina, and then so then it's going to be Ismark, and then Elu is last.
Yeah, please.
Okay, cool. Okay, so your travel options then you've got 3 speeds that you can travel at: fast, normal, and slow. Basically, what these speeds mean to you is that slow is 2 miles an hour or 18 miles a day. Normal is 3 miles an hour or 24 miles in a day. A day is 8 hours of travel, by the way.
Yeah.
And fast is 4 miles an hour or 30 miles in a day. However, if you're traveling slowly, you're able to move stealthily, and if you're traveling fast, then you suffer a -5 penalty to your passive perception because you're in a rush.
Normal seems fine.
Yeah.
Right, is this like, in games when it's hinted that you should go fast? We were hinted that we should go fast, but I don't know if this is the same.
I mean, it's completely up to you guys, the pace that you want to set.
Yeah, whatever. Everyone wants them.
We can go fast if you want. I don't really mind.
It would be pretty dangerous if we get around that road. Where it says number 1.
Okay.
Aye.
So you guys are just gonna follow the road, I guess.
Yep.
Yep. So it's a good 4 hours from Barovia to the crossroads that Ismark told you about. So I just need to basically see what happens while you guys are traveling. But the rain started to die down a little. It's not quite as heavy. Your vision's not quite as obscured. But travel conditions aren't great. But Ismark knows Ismark knows the country. He knows the terrain and knows the way that you're traveling. So you're not held up too badly. And travel takes place pretty uneventfully. Eventually, you reach the crossroads that Ismark told you about, and he turns to you and says, "Well, friends, I mean, this is what I mentioned. We can either continue on our journey, take the left fork, or perhaps the Vistani will be making camp in the clearing along this way to the right. There's a chance we may be able to barter for horses from them."
Okay. What are our chances of getting a gypsy curse from him as well?
Oh, just don't piss him off.
Okay.
Also, I've got no money, so
I've got money and that necklace and rings though.
I
So,
ain't got no money either.
yeah,
I've
I
got
think
a bit.
I mean, Ismark's got a bit of cash as well.
I was going to say how stacked is his mark.
Okay, so so as Ismark is telling you about this, this fork's coming up. You arrive at the the fork in the road. It's something of a sight to behold. There's an old wooden gallows creaking, and a chill wind blowing down from the high ground to the west. From the gallows, a frayed length of rope is dancing from its beam, and the well-worn road splits. The signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions: Barovia Village, back the way that you came; Serpool to the northwest. That's the right fork, and Ravenloft / Valaki to the southwest, which is the left fork. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog.
Dear.
Is
Sorry,
it any
where-
faster to go the right-hand way? Seems like it cuts out a lot of journey.
yeah, but you know it's that dotted road, isn't that the hard footing bit?
So so Ismark says
Is
it's
that the dotted road bit? Is that classed as grassland?
it's not it's just not a road.
But
It's
is that area classed as grassland though? It's just because I've got
No.
an ability.
it's just not a road. It's so this is this it's a path that follows the path of the river. So especially as you get closer towards that second bridge, you're gonna be very close to the bank of the river as you're going across there, and there's just gonna be forest on. So if you're walking in the direction that you're traveling, there'll be forest on your left, river bank on your right, and it's gonna be wide enough that you're not gonna struggle to walk in pairs, but
Cool.
it's not like a big wide open. It's the path less travelled.
I don't think we're going to get stuck down there.
But
Yeah.
basically Ismark replies to Tora and he says it's so the journey may be faster if we head towards the Serpool, but if the Vistani have set up camp, we'll have to recognise their traditions, and it'll take as long as it takes for us to deal with them before we can move on.
Bloody jippos. Let's just go to the south.
Yeah, I asked Ismark what he thinks would be better.
Well, it's a difficult choice. I mean, there's a pretty good chance that the Vistani will be there, and if we're able to get horses from them, it's gonna take us less than half the amount of time to reach Valaki. So it's my preference would be to try and achieve that, try and get there as fast as possible. But there aren't any guarantees that they're definitely that they've definitely arrived and that they're definitely making camp.
Okay. Well, I do tell everyone, I'd be willing to help with the horses and stuff. That would be my intention, but I'll do whatever everyone wants.
Yeah. Quick route. Always quick route.
Okay.
See the J-Puz.
I'd rather go the long route, but obviously the depending on what the majority of people want to do.
Well, I vote long route as well, so it comes to Grack.
Crack?
M? Oh,
Code Brown?
probable code brown, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I am. You're the decider on whether we go the long way or the short way.
Let's go short way and see some jippos.
If they're not there, it's gonna be quite a bit quicker. If they are there, you're gonna have to spend a bit of time, just kind of like meeting with them and basically not offending them.
Will everybody be good if we go there?
You're the
who
backhand
knows?
queen.
Just go. Look. They're easy to deal with. You go to the oldest, most crooked-looking gypsy.
You tickle his ball sack.
And have a square dance with him.
I want to see some gypsies.
I'm not
I
giving
wanna see
I'm not giving the gypsies pikey accents, by the way.
Can they at least be Irish?
I can't
We need to
maintain
find some
it for
dogs
very
before
long.
we go there.
Die, Dags! Dags!
Just have that's it. That's all the Vistani say. Do you like dags? It's a periwinkle blue. It's not for me. It's for me, ma'am. I can't just.
It's gone to a racial place and I'm not into it.
Shut up, idiot.
All right. So is it decided then that you're gonna see whether or not the gypsies are home?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So it's decided. Nelantar leads the way. But as you're leaving, you hear a creaking noise behind you, coming from the gallows. There was definitely nothing there before, but now there is a lifeless grey body. The wind blows and the breeze turns the hanged figure slowly so that it can fix its dead eyes upon you.
Whoa.
Everybody roll a d20.
Oh my. Oh, sorry, wrong dice.
Jesus Christ!
What the
Chris?
hell?
Oh,
Are you alright, Chris? Are you had a seizure?
I don't want to be possessed.
I've rolled a 2.
Okay, so everybody but Torin just sees a dead Barovian villager. Torin, however, sees himself hanging from the gallows by the neck.
Jesus Christ, I'm attractive.
Yeah, luckily Taran probably wouldn't even care about this. Like,
No,
Oh, well.
probably not.
it's just evil demon shit. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Can we please not talk about Torin's cloaca?
Okay, so what does that do to me?
Freaks you out a little bit, but if you don't really care, you can just move on.
He's fucking sin worse.
Yeah.
yeah.
Probably has died a time or two.
Yeah, no worries. Okay.
As the hung Taurin shot itself. Very
You'd
important.
have to inspect the corpse.
Well, he can't because he just sees a normal villager. He
Yeah.
doesn't even know it's me, and I'm not gonna tell him I saw me.
So
Okay.
so the question, Davy
Very
Toe,
meta.
is: has that villager shat himself?
Yes.
Yeah, Davey.
No problem. Turin.
Okay, so you take the right fork. And again, the travel's mostly uneventful, but the rain basically comes to a complete stop over the next hour and a half that you're traveling. The road gradually disappears and is replaced by twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There's a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colourful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around the bonfire. A footpath continues beyond the encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge. Oz is just collecting our dinner.
Oh.
So, the Vistani are here. That's 2 now. We've had two delivery men show up because Kev's in the window still. We've had 2 delivery men show up, and they absolutely love him.
Oh.
Big into Kev. Okay. No, that's not where you are. Yeah, that is where you are. Yep, that is where you are. So that's the Vistani encampment. And in case you were wondering, that tent there, that's Madame Eva's tent.
Oh. Is it like written on the side in gypsy talk? Or travellers, if you want to be correct.
They call the caravans. They'd love it. That's the tradition.
Okay, so as you approach, there's the accordion music, obviously, and as you get closer, you start to hear some singing.
Okay.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, so you start to hear some singing as well. As you approach, you can see there's a whole bunch of people, men and women, standing and sitting around the fire at the center of the camp. They're telling stories, they're drinking, and some are singing, as you've been able to hear. You are approaching from this area.
Right. Need to talk to Pissmark. Ask him.
You need to talk to Pissmark.
Yeah, excuse me, Pissmark. Do we need to do any traditions here?
Just greet them. Be friendly. Be honest.
Okay.
I don't like dogs.
No, I don't say that.
If they'll ask you if you
And
like
I'd-
dogs, tell
I'd
them
end
no.
up in the Ivlis River.
Yeah, let's just walk up to the fire and say, "Hello there, travelers. How are you?"
Did you just assume their gender?
It's a politically correct term, all right?
So they turn to look at you, and the singing and the music stops for a moment while they're kind of sizing you up.
Okay.
And after a moment, they just let out a great cheer, just hey, and they kind of motion for you to join them. They're offering you wine skins. The music picks back up. The singing starts again. They're just having a good old time, and they're clearly inviting you to join in.
It's like an absolute blast. Let's get stuck in. Let's have a dance.
Oh hell yeah!
After that dancing.
I go nuts. Yeah.
Is anybody drinking?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll drink.
No.
Yeah, Torin is drinking, but he is not dancing. Absolutely not.
Torin's drinking. Elu is drinking.
Are
Dave
you
is
tapping
drinking.
his foot? in a very holy way.
No, he doesn't even recognize that it has a rhythm.
Is Alantara drinking, Chris?
Drinking and dancing, yes.
Oh, what a dumpling everywhere.
Dumpling everywhere.
Shit house.
Nifty,
Is
thanks
it-
for the follow, mate.
Is arena dancing?
Sure, why not?
Oh,
Oh yeah, I tried to dance with her.
well, I try and dance
All
with
right.
her.
Roll charisma, both of you.
Then I wanted. No, I don't.
Love you, baby.
Hey up, Nifty.
So just a d20 plus charisma.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Oh my god!
Actually-
No way.
Actually, roll performance. Do either of you have performance
Yeah.
proficiency?
It's the same.
You both
mine's the
have.
same.
You both have performance proficiency.
Yeah. Mine would just be. Do you want me to roll again or give it
Well,
plus
no,
two?
it would just be +2, wouldn't it?
Plus two.
Mine is the same. +4 all day. Good boy.
Okay, so Elu and Davy Toe engage in a dance battle.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, somehow the Vistani know and begin to play "Push It" by Salt and Pepper, and Elu gives it all he's got, but he's not used to the kind of the strange rhythm and beat of this music. But Davy Toe with his musical attunement and great bardic ability is just popping and locking like an absolute bro.
Damn right.
And Irina's just kind of amused by this. She just thinks you're a funny little man. And when all's said and done, and you have well and truly you have well and truly served Elu, then you motion to Irina, and she laughs and she joins you dancing.
God damn it.
It's like so not fair. I'm the only one that's been nice to this entire time, and that just counts for nothing.
You know,
Hey,
every
man.
beat-
Maybe
The rhythm.
maybe
I would
you
ignore
should
that.
Language.
Yeah, like I
maybe
should have got
maybe
advantage.
maybe you should start posting on Barovian Facebook about how bitches are constantly turning down nice guys to go and dance with assholes.
All right, fair enough. Very good. You know,
And killing your vibe.
Okay, so people are dancing, people are getting drunk, they're having a good time. So eventually everything kind of settles down. Everyone's had a few drinks. And basically the Vistani have started telling stories around the fire. And one of them kind of looks a bit grave and starts to tell their tale. They say, yeah, a mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. Or should I be doing this pikey?
Was he white?
I don't know if I can do this pikey. Fuck. I could probably do it. So, a mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago.
oh,
I can't do it.
Yes. No, that was great, man.
That was alright.
That was good.
I remember him like it were yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the Devil Strahd. He stirred them. Fucking hell. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. But when the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. The battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground, but when the Devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down the river to search for the wizard's body, to see if, he had anything of value. But the River Ivlis had already spirited him away.
Classic Pikey.
Jesus Christ.
That was brilliant.
They were good though.
Really
I'm into it.
Oh, no.
Knew that was coming.
Oh, God.
What was the wizard's name?
Gandalf.
Gary the Gay.
He says, I don't recall his name to be sure, but he sounded like he was quite important.
Randolph.
Wow. Kind of important. I mean, just don't go near him and you're
He
fine,
was-
right?
He was definitely a learned fella.
Okay. Cheers.
I'm gonna
Cheers for the
I'm gonna-
story, bro.
Problem is, I'm gonna do this fucking.
Yeah, that's it now, mate. Yeah, you've committed.
Yeah, I'm gonna do fucking. Pipe
Oh, yeah.
to everyone.
Jamie's just going to hear him in the week, just in his bedroom with weird accents.
Practicing.
It all depends on how often you fucking encounter the Jippos, right?
We're just gonna stay here forever. Fuck Strahd. This is nowhere home.
Well,
Fuck
now
you
that Davy
guys.
Toes messed up Strahd's sandwich, that's it. Game over, right? We've won. So
Salami sandwich.
Want some chowder?
I was Madam. Oh no, we don't. I suppose we don't know she's there. Did Madam Eva dance with us?
So no, Madam Eva didn't. Madam Eva's in her tent.
Miserable bitch.
So
Don't say that.
some more stories.
I said it,
kind
I
of.
said it quietly.
Some more stories get exchanged.
Miserable bitch.
As the night goes on, as the fire's starting to die down. Everybody's well, I say everybody. Those who partook have had quite a bit to drink. I'm not going to try and slur because I think that's going to be way too much. But your friend from the campfire, as everything's winding down, says to you, before you leave, you really should be sure to visit Madame Eva. She's a dab hand at the old fortunes. I think I've lost it.
I mean, would she be awake at this hour? It's a bit late, isn't it? Like,
I mean, you just said before
she's
you
probably
leave.
getting on. Okay. Oh, are they inviting us to stay the night?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're quite welcoming, quite hospitable, happy for you to stay with it. You've shared their food, shared their wine.
Okay.
Probably told them a few stories about the about your old accountancy job.
Yeah, shared
Oh,
his
yeah.
wife.
Brilliant one.
the ones that drank, are we like drunk, tipsy,
You're not
whatever
shit-faced,
we
but
want?
you're not shit-faced, but you're definitely feeling the effects.
Okay, well, because I'm a bit intoxicated, I see myself naturally looking round if there's anything nice that nice and
So-
shiny.
So the camp is just laid out as you can see in front of you. There's a large central bonfire,
I'm gonna steal from
wagons
the
around the
Jippos.
outside, and there's a bunch of tents set up. So that's I mean that's it basically. It's just their wagons and their tents and the bonfire.
But there's nothing shiny. I've seen nothing shiny anywhere.
Well, no, I mean it's just they're travellers, right? They've set up their tents. You can't see into the tents.
I go to sleep then.
Yeah. We'll speak to Madam in the morning because she probably needs to sleep. Beauty sleep. Sure, she's very pretty.
Okay. So you each gain the benefits of a long rest then. If you're sleeping overnight at the camp. And are awoken in the morning. Some of you with more of a headache than others. In fact, yeah, everybody roll a Constitution saving throw if you drank.
Oh. Okay. Ugh.
Okay, Davey's hungover as fuck.
Oh no.
Not surprising, really, considering his stature. Elu's definitely feeling the effects of the night before, but is mostly okay.
Wow.
Elantara has never drunk anything like this before. Is feeling pretty rough, and Torin is not happy, but he's going to do his best not to let it show. So basically, you're all a bit hungover, but
Yeah.
Davey's fucked.
God damn it. Not again. Like every time.
So the general bustle of the camp wakes you up. The sound is like nails being hammered into your skull for Davey. Everyone else is just a little bit upset that they have to wake up. Grack is fresh as a button
Whoop, whoop.
and laughing at you all as you suffer.
Very amused.
But he's thirsty though, Grack.
I drink some
Yeah.
puddle water.
You're on
It's
the
back.
you're on the bank of a river. Plenty of fresh water.
Yeah, dehydrate, Greg.
Go drink that antelope piss water.
I will. And I'll enjoy it.
We're gonna go see Madam Eve then.
Thank you.
Is she up? I'm gonna knock on the door.
Oh, Madam Eve
But
is always
like-
up.
You oh my.
Yeah.
But you know, you do the thing when you're camping where there's nothing to knock on. So you jokingly yell
Oh,
knock
so-
knock.
Is
It's a thing, alright. It's very
it?
white
Is it
trash.
really?
Yes, it is.
So, as you raise your fist to execute this, let's face it, fucking hilarious joke,
Hey, yeah.
before you can part your lips to say the first knock, you hear someone from within just say softly, "Come forward."
Okay. Okay then.
Are you all there, by the way? Who's here and who isn't?
I'm with David.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in. Hello.
Are you still
Hello,
eating?
Mama. Who?
You've been eating like the entire stream.
He's
I'm
got loads
eating
of
cashew
snacks.
nuts now. They're action snacks.
He's
Action
doing boy
snacks.
alright. Don't shame him.
This today's D&T session sponsored by cashew nuts.
Aldi cashew nuts.
Okay, so as you enter the tent, it's quite a bit larger than the others. Davy begins by trying to be friendly and greeting the elderly woman at the end of the tent. Just holds up her hand to cut you off.
No,
And,
no. I keep prattling on over it.
No, this woman's presence
Okay.
this woman's presence is very imposing.
Oh.
Does she kneel down when she holds out a hand, or does she just hold it above his
She's-
head?
She's sat on the other side of it. So there's a table with like silks draped over it, tassels on the end of them, a crystal ball to one side. She's got a deck of cards, candles along the one edge. It's basically classic cheesy fortune teller.
Okay.
But let's say she's just very imposing. Like imagine any like 80-year-old headmistress and the way that they can just kind of command the attention of a room just by their presence. You know, this is the kind of feeling that you've got. Very suddenly you all feel like very naughty boys, including the females among you.
Oh.
So this is Madame Eva. She holds up her hand to stop you as so you're all kind of in the doorway of the tent. Oh, I beg your pardon. It's velvet, not silk.
Ooh.
So here's what
Ooh.
I've got for you. So I've got magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of the tent, revealing a low table covered in black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table, so a hunched figure peers into its depths.
Very fun.
Okay, so she's she holds her hand up. She says, "At last, you have arrived!" and just bursts into cackling laughter. It says, cackling laughter like mad lightning echoes from her withered lips. So whatever mad lightning sounds like. So she looks at you. She looks at you all in. She looks at you all in turn. I have no idea what order you're standing in, so fuck it. She says, "Greetings, Torin the exile, Grak the orphan, Elu the thief, Elantara the warden." And just as she reaches Davy Toe, she kind of looks down and her nose kind of curls a little bit and says, "And Davy Toe, the accountant."
Wow. I mean, I'm not going to balance her books for now. Do it yourself. Can I give her?
She basically she just says so might you each be interested in your fortune? There's no charge,
my
of
character
course.
looks a bit giddy.
Certainly.
Giddy.
Yeah, he's getting all excited.
Oh, into this.
Yeah.
Big into this.
I want a gift of the pack of cards I got in that big house.
What you've got is regular playing cards. What she has is tarot cards.
I mean,
it's like
Have a
racism,
fortune with
like
these.
ignorant racism.
I'll give her them. I just like I don't really know the diff. I don't know. He'd know anything about tarot cards. Could I see that?
No, I mean you.
It's like a nice gift.
You might know something about tarot cards, but you don't know about her tarot cards specifically. You don't recognize anything that you can see on them. She's just shuffling them while she talks to you, just in that kind of card shark kind of way, just with a bit of a mad look in her eyes while she's waiting for you to kind of agree to have your fortune read. You kind of get the impression that she's not going to let you leave until you agree.
Fine then. God, Mum. I just want to go find this stupid vampire.
Yeah, my character's like trying to pretend that he's not really excited about this. Like a guilty pleasure.
He fucking loves this shit.
Absolutely adores it, yeah.
Torrin's rolling his eyes so hard that he's in danger of straining them.
Okay, so I've done a bit of a shuffle. I've got to do this. I've got to do this card reading for you. So she beckons you. She beckons you all in. Just come closer. Come closer. And there just happens to be enough chairs around the table for you to all sit down. Fuck knows where Ismark and Arena are. It's they're apparently of little
The arena's
concern at
coming
the
out of
moment.
Davy's tent.
Oh, so jelly.
Just
Okay.
dance with the tripod.
And okay, so she starts the tarot reading. So I'll move the camera in a second. Okay. So she lays out 5 cards in a cross formation in front of you guys. Ooh, look at this production.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, the
Oh,
crotch
wow.
shot.
Oh yeah, baby.
Why are you down there?
So the
Oh, look at
cards
those.
are the cards are laid out laid out like this. And she flips them over one by one. So she flips the first card, and she says to you, "I've no idea whether or not you can see these cards clearly, by the way, but it's a 9 of hearts, which is a something else of something else in this deck. But I'll talk you through that in a moment." So the first card is flipped. It says, "This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy." And no, this isn't me not doing the voice. She's actually not a pikey, this one. She flips the next card. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. The third card. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. What?
You know any paladins that might be into that kind of thing?
The reading is not complete.
Sorry.
The
Yes.
fourth card. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. The final card. Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. Okay, so that's just like an overview of what all of the cards mean. So, she explains to you. Says the first three cards speak of great and powerful artifacts that will greatly aid you. Basically, is what's coming from there. So the first, the history and knowledge. So I've got an entire fucking reference for the cards. Okay. So history and knowledge. Look for a wealthy woman, a staunch ally of the devil. She keeps the treasure under lock and key, with the bones of an ancient enemy. Okay, the holy symbol of great hope, as was mentioned, is the Six of Swords, is the Berserker. Find the Mad Dog's crypt, the treasure lies within, beneath blackened bones. And the Sword of the Sun is the Nine of Swords, the Torturer. There is a town where all is not well. There you will find a house of corruption, and within, a dark room full of still ghosts. The next one, this card sheds light on the one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. It is the Seer card. You must look for a dusk elf living among the Vistani. He has suffered a great loss and is haunted by dark dreams. Help him, and he will help you in return.
Is he here?
And finally, the fifth card says your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. So this is the Queen of Clubs. Which is the Raven. And she states simply, look to the mother's tomb. I'll write all of this down and put it in the Discord channel for you guys as well. But that is your fortune.
Oh. Do you know about any Vistani men? Obviously, because you know.
I was going to say, I assume she knows about all of them.
I think before that happens, like my character just runs off laughing to himself, looking for just completely retardedly looking randomly for for the Dusk Elf. Unsuccessfully, that's fine. I just want my character to be an idiot.
Yeah,
really.
sure. Yeah, he's not here.
Is he on a fucking retard's treasure hunt?
Probably.
Hmm. I reckon she'd give him Strahd a run for his money, right? Do you know any of Strahd's weaknesses? Is she still open to having a chat, or she just
Is she DTF?
She might be.
Alright.
She's never seen a dragonborn before. Maybe she's a bit interested, a bit curious.
Hmm. Hey.
She basically tells you that she knows nothing of Strahd. She merely reads the cards.
Torrin intimidates her.
She's into it.
Ooh. Okay.
Neat. Cheers,
so
love.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay, thanks, old lady.
Thank you, you old poos.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're leaving the tent?
Yes.
Okay, she just smiles as you all leave. She doesn't make any effort to see you out.
And we said thank you, right?
I did.
She's not gonna say anything back to that.
She just smiles.
Manners are worth nothing, bitch. Alright, let's leave. I didn't say that.
Okay, so you're back outside. So the Vistani are kind of doing day-to-day stuff. You know, they're like they're seeing to their horses, checking on their
Digging a new ship pit.
yeah. There's probably someone doing that.
Building a trench.
I hope there's someone building a trench. Better than Chris anyway, as well. Jesus Christ! Do not get
Digging a
trench
trench
building
with a
lessons from
trowel.
Chris. Jesus.
Just draws a line on the floor. Like,
Bloody
the place.
Russians.
Yeah. So they're just it's just kind of like seems like general village life going on.
Cocktail o'clock.
Oh, Tara's back on it.
Yeah, there's definitely wine skins around still. If there's one thing they're not short of, it's wine.
Wow, they've really got the priorities straight. Oh, there's a vampire that's taking control of everyone. Where are they getting this wine from? There's a lot of questions.
It's probably toilet wine.
No, it was
Moonshine.
you were drinking it last night. It's pretty good stuff.
Doesn't mean it's not toilet wine.
Yeah, okay, I suppose.
Does it come in boxes of 3 litres for 10 quid?
If not interesting.
It's not to Ellen Tara's taste. It's really fucking good wine. It's just like it's a red. You don't recognize it by taste. It's not one that you've tasted before, but it's really good, and it got you really hammered. And you're all suffering the effects of it. Davy Toe worse than everybody else. Don't forget.
Okay. Real good.
I
Are we
think,
shipping out then?
Torin would pick up a couple of these wine skins before he left.
Has anyone got any cash to buy a horse?
Oh yeah, the horse. That's what we came for in the first place.
He just got wankered and had a tarot reading.
Yeah, I've got some money and some stuff.
I
to trade,
ain't got shit.
Yeah, I got like
I've got
7
a couple of rings.
but yeah, my character's running around trying to do a treasure hunt. Yeah.
I've got a glass jar containing a weird bit of flesh floating in pickling fluid.
Ooh, what?
I mean, there's you can explore all the tents and all the wagons in the camp.
I wanna go see a trader then.
Okay, well, I mean, well, they're jippos, right? So, you probably just talk to any one of them. If you're thinking about horses, there's a couple of people that are there are horses drinking by the from the river with people tending to them. So that might be who you want to talk to.
I don't really care about a horse. I just want to sell a couple of rings.
Okay, so you just approach a Vistani then, I guess, and ask
Yeah.
if anyone would be interested.
Yeah.
And he points you in the direction of I don't know, what's a real pikey name?
Shane.
Yeah. So he points okay. He points you to Shane. He says go talk to our lad Shane.
Fucking hell. Okay.
So yeah, so you gotta go talk to Shane.
Yeah, let's go talk to Shane.
So how much did I tell you that the gold rings that you've got are worth?
They're worth 25 each.
Okay. Okay, so you go and talk to you go talk to Shane.
Yeah. In the downtime, I've given him a quick polish.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know,
That's fine. Keeping him looking nice.
spiffed him up real nice. Polished that ring.
He he's kind of like mulling over a few things. That he's got his back to you, and you grunt as you approach. He turns around and he's taken aback. He says, "Oh Jesus Christ! Get a look at you! You're a big fucker, ain't you?"
Yes.
So what the fuck
Yes,
do you
I
want? He says, well, what the fuck do you want?
Got a couple of pristine pieces you might be interested in.
Oi.
Check out my ring.
Come on, Em. You got to lead up slow. You get nowhere like that. I've tried.
Says, oh, jewellery is it? Well, I'll take a look for you, I suppose.
I just unfold a little cloth. You got two of these rings on them. Like, have a look at them.
So he sees that they're basically the same. So he's just pretty simple these, aren't they? Takes one, puts it in his mouth, gives it. He goes, oh yes, this golden.
Yeah, you just bought that one.
It's no. He says, I'll tell you what. They're pretty good craftsmanship. These. I can give you say 35 for the pair.
40 and we both walk away happy.
Well, lad, you see, I've still got to shift these buggers once I've got them off you. So 35 is really going to be a lot better for me.
I mean, you've got enough money to buy wine. You've got enough money to buy rings. Come on.
I mean, the camp's got the money, right? It's not all coming out of my pocket.
So make a camp decision on these as well. Put the profit towards the camp.
All right. I tell you what, you drive a hard bargain. I'll give you 37.
All right.
They're pike is dupes. They're making me do it. You're accepting 37.
I will accept 37.
Right, I'll take him off your hands for 37. He's happy with that.
Okay.
They got
I
any
check
sweet?
that the coins are real in front of him. I just want to put one in my mouth. Just roll it around a bit like he did with the ring.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Spit it out, happy with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just nods at you and carries on with whatever he was doing before.
I gotta see the horse, man.
Yeah, sure. So there's two of them. There's two of them tending the horses. One's a lot younger. You reckon he's learning proper care for them, the horses. So yeah, you approach. They're busy. They're not like eagerly awaiting your arrival or anything.
Oh wow. Hello. How much for your cheapest horse, please?
Do I have to? I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. If I'm gonna keep doing this accent, I'm gonna have to fucking carry on with the obscenity a fair bit. I think. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. So what are you saying?
What is-
How much for your cheapest horse?
Yes. How much for your cheapest horse?
Your cheapest one.
Your cheapest os.
Yeah, horse.
So he looks around to see where it's coming from. See where the voice is coming from.
Wow.
It's obviously at normal kind of like 5'6" to 6 foot kind of height is what he's expecting. He doesn't see anyone. He's a little bit confused. And finally looks down. And he's again it's almost quite novel. Like he's probably never seen a gnome before in his life. So he kind of crouches down a little bit to be more at your height, and he's just like, "Here, get a load of this. Ain't this a bloody cutin'?"
Oh, I'm tempted to spit his face. I don't know if he'd respect it.
Fuck you.
Apparently, he
You
was
know what?
drinking so much last night that he doesn't remember the breakdancing gnome.
Show him. I'm gonna moon him. I pull my kicks down, and I say, "Oh, here's another pretty one." How's that?
So he's quite clearly offended. He says, "Here, you little fucking gobshite! You're gonna be fucking behaving like that around here. I'll fucking have your ears."
Fair enough. How much is your cheapest horse?
The horse isn't for sale.
Shit, bruv, GG.
Intimidate him. It always works.
My brain's gone.
Start
That's not
talking
even
back
that.
to him like a pikey.
That's it. Like, okay, then.
Davy is a very logical
Everything.
and reasonable individual. He can see that the Vistani individual will not waver in his attitude, and feels that after showing great disrespect to the man, it's probably best to accept what he's been told and move on.
Probably, yeah. You know
After
what?
he's had his arse out.
Yeah.
You know what? You could have had a nice deal there for that horse. Pissed me off now. I'm really hungover. I'm all achy from dancing.
you should just start doing the accent back. I think you'd really enjoy it, actually.
Oh yeah, I'm
Because
gonna mimic.
You're
the
pissed
accent.
off. You've just
I'm
come
gonna
here and
do
had
it.
your back end waggling around in front of me face. What the fuck am I supposed to make of that? You come
Well-
in talking about, oh, you're going to give me a good deal on my horses. I can't say horses in the accent. I can't do it.
You calling me a fucking kid, you bastard? Who the fuck do you think I am?
Well, look at the fucking size of you, you wee little thing.
I've had more hot dinners than you've had shags. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Whoops.
He's probably
Just go
going,
with it.
hey!
He's a little bit confused at that remark, but quickly regains his composure. Is here now? You get out of here, you little shit! Don't know what the fuck you think you're doing around here, thinking you can come and talk to me like that in this place. This is where I live. This is where we make camp. These are our lands. I don't know what you think you're doing, coming out around here and coming spouting out with that kind of garbage.
Yeah, you're saying you own lands now. What's wrong with you, man? You're a gypsy.
I mean, this is a regular campsite that the Vistani make use of, like that. So if they're traveling like from either end of Barovia, this is kind of like a stop off, like a waypoint that they use.
And also, Chungo, I didn't want to be the one to bring this up, but Sean is currently schooling you on accents.
Terrible, yeah. So,
I mean, Davy
If
Toad
you
just talks
knew
like this.
How
doesn't he?
bad Sean was at accents in general.
Apparently, Pikey is the only accent I can do with any amount of credibility.
Yeah,
But yeah, balls to it. Yeah, fuck
probably
this
your
guy.
heritage, you Welsh bastard.
I'm
I'm gonna moon.
I'm Welsh two generations back, and I've got a little bit of Irish 3 generations back.
Well, there you go. It's in your blood.
I'm gonna pull my trousers down and I'm gonna waddle away from him.
All right, so as you're waddling away, then he doesn't come after you or anything. He's like, "Yeah, well, you get fucked and all, you little sack of shite."
Arses.
Arse!
That's it. Okay, guys. I don't think we're getting a horse. Are we gonna make tracks?
He was very unreasonable.
Very unreasonable man.
Yes, he was a very unreasonable man. That is an accurate description of the events that just took place.
Fed up of gypsies.
I think they might be fed up with you.
So okay, so you've got a few options. Then you've been to see Madame Eva. You've readily pissed off a couple of the gypsies. Oz has managed to offload some kit.
Yeah, I didn't piss him off. I was good.
I mean, these two with the horses, right? All they know right now is that the outsiders are a bunch of cunts.
Yeah, but the one I flogged my rings to, he'll stick up for me.
Yeah,
He knew we were good people.
yeah. He reckons you're a lad. He got a really fucking good deal off you for them rings.
Yeah, he did. Bit of give, bit of take, you know.
Okay,
Not
so
like this Davy Toe cunt.
so Elu is all giddy from the fortune reading.
Yeah,
Grak
Yeah.
is right as rain. She's is still incredibly amused at just how hungover everyone else is. And Ellen Tara, I don't know what the fuck Ellen Tara's getting up to. Ellen Tara's really, really trying to will the surrounding area into grassland.
Magic baby.
It doesn't work.
God damn it.
You just make your headache worse.
have,
So-
have I seen any Dusk Elves?
No, there's it's just Vistani in this area. So
I still look.
basically, guys, your options are to search the tents and wagons, piss off some more gypsies if you're going to handle it the way that Chungus did. Try and deal with them. That Oz has, if there's anything else that anybody wants to make trades with or for. Or you can head it on your way.
Well, I do have a necklace that's worth 750 gold, but my character's just going to keep running around till someone else tells him we've got to go or whatever, you know.
After
Okay.
we just start moving out.
Yeah.
Can I? Right. Okay. Can I? Okay. So inspiration hits Elu, who remembers his his desire for things shiny,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets a sensation almost as if the fourth wall's being broken.
Right.
Suddenly overcome with an urge to kind of pay a bit more attention to his surroundings and maybe check out a few of the tents or wagons a bit more closely. Basically, what I'm saying, guys, is you've got a mission. It's kind of time sensitive, but you don't have a timer on it. Take some time to do some rummaging when you're in places.
That's what my character's been doing this entire time, right? Like just running around looking for, like, wherever it is. I've just been running around investigating for a Dusk Elf. I'm sure if I see other things, then
Okay, right. Okay, no, that's fair enough. I misunderstood your intentions. So if you just if you just try and be a bit clearer when you're like looking more closely through
Oh,
stuff,
you
because
said like I've been going on a treasure hunt. Sorry. Yeah. Wait.
I can't um I can't really accommodate you saying I searched the whole camp, right? Like
Mhm.
that's a bit too vague.
Okay.
But if you guys are gonna be a bit more specific, pay a bit more attention to the details of certain things, like if you talk about how you're gonna go into the uppermost tent in that group of two, and you're gonna have a look around, right? So I'll be like, oh, like in the tent there's like some
Okay.
hammocks and a table set up and some boxes in the side, and then you'd be like, okay, well, I'm gonna have a look through the boxes and see what I can find, that kind of thing. I need to encourage that kind of investigation and searching.
Okay. Sorry.
I just want to no, don't apologize. I'm just kind of I've been trying to kind of very gently push you to kind of look around in a bit more detail. But like I don't want you guys to miss out on opportunities to find stuff, because it's like part of the fun of playing role-playing games, be it like this on the computer or whatever, right, is like finding items and upgrading your gear and seeing progression in your character and all that kind of stuff. I don't want it to be at the final battle with Strahd and you guys in exactly the same gear that you're in right now, which is why I'm kind of interjecting at this moment, because there is some stuff for you to find, or well, there might be some stuff for you to find. I've got to consult the stuff
Okay. Well,
here. I'm just saying, keep that in mind going forward when you visit other areas as well. That's why I'm
well,
just interjecting early.
for my mishap, what about if I roll to see how well my vague treasure hunt did? But I'll keep it in mind for next time, if that makes sense.
I've only got tables for specific locations.
Right. Well, I'll walk into the tent that's next to Madame's Eva's tent.
Okay.
I'll try and do it again stealthily. Try and keep out of eyeshot of
Oh well, there
pikeys.
aren't any Vistani in here. They've I mean, they might have noticed you go in. They might not. They don't, I mean, who knows? They're all kind of like busy. They've all got jobs to do. They all fill roles in the community. So they're not like watching you like a hawk. So I wouldn't say that you have to worry about your stealth necessarily.
Okay. And then I'll light it on fire. No, I don't.
Yeah, that is going to have the entire camp attacked.
So I got to look around the tent to see what type of things renew, whether it's like a sleeping place or
Yeah.
a
So
working place.
so it's so the tent's got, like I said, the tent's got some hammocks hung up. There's clearly some people are using it as sleeping quarters. You've got some crates, some leather bags, satchels and whatnot. More wine skins. If there's one thing the Vistani don't seem to be short on, it's wine. Excuse me, it's wine. It's just improvised living quarters, basically.
So I want to see if there's any luggage chests or near the hammocks.
Yeah, so it's just like, yeah, there's like a couple of chests and a few satchels in the tent.
Okay, so just have a rummage in one of them, see if I can find anything.
Yeah,
with,
just have a rummage around. Yeah, yeah. If you're having a rummage, just roll a d20.
Hey!
Oh wow.
So yeah, you don't find anything.
What's the assholes on the lake that I've just talked to? Which is their little Can I tell which is their little house or whatever?
It could be any of them. It's it's improvised living quarters. They're very communal peoples. There's no telling whether or not they even go to the same tent every night. It could just be that they just end up wherever
They
they end
put
up.
keys in the bowl.
Ow. Wowie. It's free living. Can I have a look in the north? The most northerly of the camper vans.
Yeah, of course.
I wanna have a rummage in there.
Yeah, it'll be a D20.
Okay. Is it perception? Or just
No, just roll a D20.
Okay.
This is just your search.
alright, okay.
Okay, so you've been a bit more successful in your finding. You found a small sack. It's well, I say small. It's about 2/3 the size of you.
Oh wow.
And it's got a drawstring at the top. And as you open it up and look in, you hear the sound of metal scraping against metal. Look inside, and you've found basically it's pretty fucking good going. It is 100 electrum. I'm pretty sure that's electrum pieces.
Okay.
And each coin has the profile of a nobleman stamped on it, and you guess correctly that this is Strahd. So this is Barovian money, basically.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's
These
electrum.
Electrum. I've got EP on my little list thing.
Yeah,
Guess that's it.
Yeah,
Just
Well,
one down from
okay.
gold.
If we're going looting, I'll go and check out a tent as well.
It's loot time,
Okay.
boys.
So what are you checking? Where are you checking out?
This sort of tent down here.
That one? Yep, no one's been to that one yet. So it's the same setup basically. It's almost like they've been to IKEA Barovia and picked up a bunch of
Yeah.
gypsy tents. So it's the same deal. Satchels, couple of boxes, hammocks. While you're having a bit of a rummage, if you roll a d20. What did you score?
16.
Okay. I just need to roll myself. Okay. So you found a you found a pouch yourself. It's a lot smaller than Davy Toe. And the sack that he found. But again, you pull open the drawstring, tip it out into the palm of your hand, and there's a small pile of gemstones falls out into it. You count 18 in all. If you make a note that there are 100 gold pieces each, but Torin doesn't know exactly how much they're worth. But just so that we know later on.
Yep, fair enough.
M, I think that makes it your turn if you want to go and rob these gypsies.
Yeah, okay, I'll have a rob.
Where would you like to look?
Is there any wagons outside that need looting?
Yep, so it's the northernmost wagon Chungus has, or Davy Toe rather, has already
Yeah.
been through.
These bloody parkies forever thieving. Let's nick off them.
Yeah,
Can I get the southern one?
the southernmost one.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. If you roll a d20. No, you found nothing. It's just like it's not nothing useful, nothing that piques your interest. Just standard Jippo stuff.
Stupid jippos.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm an angry orc.
Are you hungry?
So, Dave, give you an opportunity to loot if you want to.
Which ones are free?
So
Sorry?
there's 2 wagons and 3 tents yet to be searched.
Well, I imagine that the wagons would hold The top left wagon.
It'll
Is
have
that
to be
one
the,
been
it'll have to
searched?
be the bottom left wagon, but yeah, that's
Yep. Okay, that's fine.
perfectly
Yep.
all right. So that's a D20.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
Clean.
these gypsies have been prospecting because you've also found a sack of gems. A little bit worse off than Torin though. You've only found 13 in your pouch.
13 gemstones.
13 gemstones. If you as well, if you make a note on the thing, they're worth 100 gold each. But Elu won't know exactly how much they're worth.
Okay.
Okay, currency. This is frustrating. I can't find an exchange rate. Okay, so that puts us back round to Davy Toe. We've got 1 wagon and 3 tents not looted, or you can move on.
Oh, one gone. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do a loot.
Yeah.
I'm loving that loot. There we go. Oh, that's not good.
Yep. You've. What were you looting? A tent or a wagon? Sorry.
Tent.
A tent. Okay. Well, you found nothing.
Nothing.
Did Torin went next, didn't he?
Sure, I'll check one of the southern mats.
Okay. So the last cart. Roll your dice. No,
Nothing.
there's nothing there. Nope.
Anyone else want to rob these pikeys blind?
We went to Chris next, didn't we?
Yeah, I'll carry on, see if I can have a bigger rummage in this house,
Fancy
see if I can
rounds.
find anything.
One of the tents. Yeah, roll dice. No, reach.
The one
We're using
the
roll
one I'm already
20. And everybody's on a Google Hangouts call for the cameras at the bottom. You rolled a 16 as well.
Yeah.
Gemstone rich, baby!
You've got 12 gemstones.
Yeah, boy.
And how much you say they're worth?
100 each. But again, Ellen Tara doesn't know how much they're worth. It's just make a note for when it comes to understanding. So basically, if you get them valued, then that's how much they're gonna come out at. But I mean,
Is
there's no
that
reason.
gold?
There's no reason you can't barter with them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
gold.
gold. Yeah, 100 gold.
We're so gonna get cursed here.
So there's one more tent. Does Grak want to loot the last tent?
Yes, I'm new to the tent.
Yeah, robbing the gypsies.
It's rolled an eye.
Yeah, D20.
I'm just sat there waiting to loot a tent. Jeez.
Give me my loot, please.
Okay. Okay, so you found a larger sack.
Ooh, I love large sack.
There's 14 pieces of jewelry in it. But three of these pieces of jewelry look a lot fancier and a lot nicer than the other 11. So if you want to make a note, the first 11 are worth 25 gold pieces each, and the last 3 are worth 250 each.
Jesus.
Ooh,
Okay, so there's nothing more for you to loot. Does anybody want to try and sell the gypsies back the stuff that you just picked?
Absolutely not.
No,
I've played
thank you.
Morrowind before. It's...
So you just go into the five of you just gonna sidle up to Ismark and just be like, "Hello, friend.
What are
I
you doing?
think
Right,
we
let's
should
go,
be
quickly."
leaving."
Yeah. I'm playing Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves for the road. Let's get going. Do 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 do.
I
Sure they'd
think
love it.
I think I used sleight of hand on Madam Eva.
Oh, don't! Oh God!
What?
Jesus.
No. I was going to be nice to them, but
Is that sleight of hand on? Is that a euphemism for slipping it to her?
I do like old
Just because he
ladies,
didn't get
so,
anything
yeah.
with the other girl. Just feeling a bit needy.
Madam
Yeah.
Eva looks like old as fuck, by the way. Oz's
Any hole
actually
to
put
go?
Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves on. I'll tell you what, I can.
Fair.
I don't know if that's activating my microphone. One sec.
I can hear that.
Mhm.
Right, that's enough of that, I think. I accidentally left.
Way too intense.
What? Just
Get out of here! Okay.
Right. Okay, so yeah, we've had our fun. I'll try and set up. I'll talk to Neon and Duty Hero about getting some Discord bot for music for these kind of situations in the future, because it's no fun if Oz and I are the only ones enjoying it, really, is it? We need to
That's why I cranked it up.
we need to allow the entire party to have some fun with that. All right, so you guys are heading off. Ismark's nursing a hangover. Irina kind of winks at Davy Toe as you're all getting packed up, ready to go.
Oh. Oh.
So as you're leaving, all of the Vistani are just waving you away. They had a great night, brilliant party, really happy. Apart from there's this one guy that's just looking at Davy Toe, giving him the stink eye.
I'm gonna pull my trousers down and
Elu.
waddle out of the camp.
Okay, so and you follow the road. Jesus Christ, Reach! Fucking hell! Wow!
what?
Oh shit!
This Reach in Twitch chat. Oz said can't be a bit of share as much as you might want to. Reach said, well, her husband did.
Jesus.
He
Papa.
followed up with allegedly.
Oh, it's on Wikipedia. So it's all right, guys. It's on Wikipedia.
Yeah, just put hashtag banter.
Fans. It's fine now.
Yeah. So they're all like, oh, they're all like talking to each other. Oh, weren't they a lovely bunch? Oh, absolutely lovely. Oh, did you see that little one with his dance moves? Oh, wasn't it fantastic? There's the one guy just really fucking hates you, and he's probably gonna have like a vendetta against you and your entire bloodline now.
They will do when they go check the sack.
So
Gypsy
anyway,
cares.
okay, so you leave and you're walking parallel with the river. So you follow the river to the base of a canyon, and at the far end of this canyon there is a great waterfall spilling into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. A great stone bridge spans the canyon, nearly 1,000 feet overhead.
Whoa.
Oh. Sorry, I made Ismark a retard.
Okay.
What?
I misread the map.
Oh. So he just took us into some weird canyon that we're all gonna die.
Yeah, you're basically underneath the bridge. I misread it. I thought that you looped round to the bridge.
Oh.
Oh.
So should
Do
we
we
do
have
some?
to take back the Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves song?
It's just,
We
just
have
as
to
you,
waddle
as you,
back
walk,
through
you
the
walk,
camp
walk,
with
walk
jewels
past
in
them,
hand.
slightly embarrassed.
Yeah.
Should we do some fast traveling?
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Sure.
basically all call Ismark a twat, and head back. I mean, to the tune of Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, if you like, or I don't know, Davey might play you something a bit different.
I don't know any other songs about pikeys. I'm sorry.
David, could we have a song next week about how retarded Ismark is to the tune of Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves?
Yeah, sure. Trying to think now. Nah, it's not gonna happen.
What's the mechanical thing that's have we just wasted a day for some gemstones and stuff?
Props.
Yes.
We got our fortunes told.
Yeah.
was pretty
it was
neat.
Yeah,
magical.
we've found out
Okay.
some storyline what we need to do.
So
How important I am.
So you trudge on. Ismark's a fucking tit. It takes you about a full day to to make your way to the bridge. So you guys are back.
From outer space.
No one wants to finish up that. Okay.
I'm sure Reach will.
He's singing into the hairdryer as we speak. Okay, so it's through this loop. As you're coming through the woods on this loop,
So what's the point of that path then if it just leads to a dead end?
probably to fuck you up and lead you to a dead end. I'm sorry that I misread that.
Could we not have like climbed up with pittons?
No, it said it's 1,000 feet up and the rocks are slick with water because of the waterfall. Basically, there are if you guys had spent some time at the inn talking to the Vistani in there, they would have arranged for you to have a guide, and they would take you to the Vistani camp, and then like you go whichever way. But I basically read the section a little bit too quickly and
Don't matter.
yeah, got it wrong. But you guys are traveling for it's about a full day to get to the bridge.
Did we just
And
give
as
up on the
you're,
horses? We did we?
David pissed the dude off.
He was being an asshole.
Got his arse out twice.
Oh, I can't believe I just.
As you kind of like breach the forest, so for a period of time you're traveling. It's about 2.5-3 hours. You're traveling with forest on either side of you. Still very clear road, but a lot of forest. It finally gives way as the road takes a sharp bend to your right, and almost immediately upon leaving the forest. You are assailed by swarms of ravens.
Oh no.
Didn't
They're little
didn't Alan
bastards.
Tara?
Are they taking us to Valhalla?
Yeah.
What did that crazy old bitch tell us about ravens?
I don't think she did. Did she?
I haven't
Yeah, she
written.
did.
I haven't written anything down about ravens.
One of the cards.
Yeah, she definitely said about ravens.
One of the cards was the raven. So the final card in the tarot reading was the raven.
Okay.
And she said to you, look to the mother's tomb. That was the reading of that card.
Oh. Okay.
But
Are these ravens trying to peck us or?
oh yeah, they're fucking you up. Roll initiative.
That's Dex, right?
Yep, D20 plus Dex.
Damn it! I thought I had a 19 then. Pressed enter the exact same time yours came up then.
Sorry.
You will be.
Okay, so
You bitch.
I've got Grak, followed by Elu and Davy Toe. You guys get to decide between you who's going to go first.
Okay. La, 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 la.
Should I go first?
Yeah, sure.
No.
In
Grak,
between
Grak
Elu
is
and
going
Davy Toe.
first, but I mean
Oh,
between
okay.
Elu and Davy Toe.
Because they both got 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go first. I'll got real important stuff to do. Oh, I should have got some mica. I could have killed loads of ravens. Sweet.
I can.
Sorry, I just need to find his marks stats.
Has anyone got any
Idiot.
pottery on them?
What?
I should have tried to. I was meant to earlier, but I forgot. Yeah. Essentially, I need like a small chip of pottery, and I could do massive AoE damage. Forgot about it again.
I have an inkwell.
Oh,
Likely glass, right?
it's a bit like yeah.
Don't know.
Well,
It's
I thought
called like mica.
I thought gas was really expensive in this game.
Okay, so the ravens descend on you, cawing, pecking and scratching whoever they can. Ellen Tara just shouts, "To arms!" in a much girlier voice. Probably not much
To
girlier,
arms!
but yeah. Yeah, there we go. And,
To
and you engage the ravens. So Grak goes first. Note this is a swarm, so you're not able to grapple them.
Just grapple the lead raven.
Yeah, you got a big one.
Oh, sit down.
Big
Like
daddy
you do.
baller.
So
Okay.
this is so you've taken a swing at, so
Backhand.
there are two distinct swarms of ravens.
Yeah, the closest group, right?
Sure. Just tell me, Ravens 1 or Ravens 2?
1.
Okay. Bear with me 1 second.
I
Because
thought
I
you
need
had my.
to
Sorry.
I need to find out if you one-shot this fucking thing.
What are you doing then?
She's got to add a modifier, that's all.
Yeah.
So it's so she's done 24 damage, right? Because you roll it, double it, and then add your modifier on.
Wow.
I thought for yeah, you roll 2 dice, you don't just roll 1 and double it.
Okay, just roll another d10 then, Em. Okay, so Grak's Great Axe takes a massive arc.
I think
Through the
you only
nearest,
had it once. I think you only had it once. The
Yeah, you only add your modifier once.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so it's
So it's fine.
17.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, heaves is a great axe.
It's a battle axe.
Battle axe heaves his battle axe through the first swarm, and the ravens somehow all just got in a nice, neat little line. And as the axe head is singing through the air, it's just flop, 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 and basically they just explode in a cloud of feathers, and the first swarm of ravens is just no more.
Pretty good.
I cheer loudly.
Davey, could
Yeah.
you go first so that I can get my sneak attack?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You get your sneak attack because you Grak is within 5 feet of the ravens.
All right. Well, I thought he would be of the first swarm, but I didn't know.
Yeah, no, they've
Yeah, it's-
literally both just like launched at you. It's
Okay.
like it's a big open space. They're flying. They're currently all over the place, just pecking at you and kind of scratching with claws and all this kind of stuff.
Being assholes.
Okay.
Nuts.
Shall I go first then?
Yeah, I've got Elu down as next.
Yeah.
Okay.
For it, sigh.
But now I've got to remember I do this.
Yeah, you've managed to hit it. So it's what is it? You've got short swords.
Yeah, they're 1d6, I think.
Yeah. So you've got 1d6 plus your modifier plus
Dex.
is it plus Dex, and is it
Mhm.
2d6 for your sneak attack?
Yeah, it's 2d6 now.
Okay, so it's basically 4d6 plus 3d6 plus your modifier. 15. Okay, so a whole bunch of ravens are now headless and no longer a threat.
I've still got my other
Yep,
my offhand as
but
well.
you've eliminated a whole bunch
Oh. Oh right, no, I see.
because you've just dealt 15 damage to them. So a whole bunch of you've managed to cleave a whole bunch of ravens out of the sky. As you swing round then for your second attack.
And this one is without Dex, right? So just efficiency?
Yes. So this one. So you rolled a hit.
Okay. Well, that's
Yep. So you've hit. Very well done. And now you just roll your d6. You don't add your modifier. Okay, so there's still a number of ravens flying around pecking at people, but you've severely thinned their numbers.
So do you add, when you're hitting with the other one, do you add your proficiency and stuff to hit, just not to the damage?
Yeah. You don't add
Not that it
proficiency
mattered,
to damage. You add proficiency to hit, but not to damage.
Yeah.
So it's Davy Toe.
Oh, huzzah! Gonna rapier him, I think.
Yeah.
Gonna whip my rapier around.
Just jumping in the air, trying to stab it when you can reach.
Oh! Alright.
Rape those ravens.
Bring me a little birdie ball.
You've successfully hit the swarm of ravens.
Yeah, screw you, ravens. Yeah. Go suck Edgar Allan Poe's dick.
Okay, and you have so the remaining ravens are now shish kebabbed on your rapier.
I smell them.
You've so you've survived the encounter.
Oh my god, that was
Ismark looks around and spits on the floor just in the general direction of the nearest raven, and just curses the ravens as servants of Strahd, and suggests that you all be on your way.
urinate on them in a big pile.
You can urinate on them in a big pile if you want, but it would waste a lot of time.
Did I succeed?
No, you missed, and it's all over your shoes.
Because you've got a tiny willy.
You fall down that massive bridge.
The wind just blows it straight back up into my face.
Yeah.
I'm not used to wind. They don't have wind underground. Strahd! Curse Strahd!
Accuracy.
He's made me piss in my own face.
Are we running now?
Hint of the wine of last night.
Oh, it'll be so like dense. Just
Okay. So it's 10:15. Is everybody happy to leave the party resting at the bridge? You've just carried out a full day's travelling by foot, so you'll need to take a long rest anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds good.
It seems like a good place to leave it. Okay, so for the events of this campaign, then, Chris, you get a whole 10 XP for killing a random horse.
Wow.
And let me just look.
That
How,
horse
how
had
much XP do you have?
me?
Yeah. What's your
910.
total?
910. I think.
Because you guys have only just hit level 3, haven't you?
Well, no, the rest of the guys leveled up.
No, we're level 3.
Yeah, we're level 3. We didn't get enough to hit 4.
We've got more
All right,
XP
yeah.
than you.
So
Oh,
I was level 3, and then they got a wedge of experience, which I didn't get. So I'm at level 3. Which
Okay.
is
Yeah,
900.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
at 910 now.
Well, you've got
Yeah.
10 for killing a random horse, 200 for surviving your encounter with Strahd.
Oh, nice.
Grak, you've got 50 XP for mightily slaying an entire swarm of ravens in one blow. Elu and Davy, 25 XP each.
Whoa.
And I think that's everything
Rip me.
that happened this session.
Who are you again?
Please kill yourself, Em.
Nothing evil happened.
Well, I mean, if I get 200 experience, I'm definitely going to attempt to kill myself next episode. Like,
I mean, if Strahd turns up and you die, then you don't get any experience.
but worth though, right? Like,
Yeah. Also, I thought you explained it before, Sean, where you didn't get the XP for killing things, you got XP for the encounter.
It's because the swarms were really fucking. They're worth fuck all XP.
Yeah, but you say things are you get the experience for the encounter, not for killing something, and then in the next fight we have, you don't award any XP for the encounter, just for killing things.
Yeah, no, that's true.
What?
Everybody should get XP for the encounter. Yeah, no, that is reasonable.
Sorry, GMs do this to us. I'm doing this to GMs.
GM scum.
Yep. Get logicked, fuckbag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, fair enough that only Chris gets like the 200 for surviving Strahd, because only he did survive Strahd.
All right.
Well, it did touch me inappropriately, so.
Yeah.
Everybody gets 9 XP. 20 XP. Everybody gets 20 XP. No.
Whoa. Woof.
Everybody gets 14 XP. I did the sum wrong and then realised there was a much easier way to do it.
Cool.
I need to change my spells.
how much?
What else
14,
happened?
sorry.
14.
Yeah, 14.
And Chris keeps his
Yeah,
210.
for getting beaten to a bloody fucking pulp.
And nailing an os.
Thing is, like the reason it's so fucking much like for the encounter, like the XP. If he had like killed Strahd there, he'd be like level 9.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been nailing Strahd there, to be fair.
Strahd is challenge rating 10.
Lol. We got fucked up by
No,
challenge
no.
rating 1.
Strahd is challenge rating 15.
Oh boy.
He's a tough cookie.
I just love the bit. I was like, I did a run. I was like, yeah, he's fucking gone. I'll carry on running. Oh shit, he's back. I I was a bit of desperation sank in then.
It's your old buddy Strahd.
Now, squat over this mirror.
I mean, if I had rolled much higher, you would have been proper fucked. Right. Okay.
I'll tell you the truth.
So
Even when I got in that carriage, I wasn't hoping to survive, and then he popped out, and then I was like, "Yeah, I'm proper dead now."
I couldn't
I'm dead.
believe it that it was like like the whole thing about everyone was like, oh, Strahd wants arena. Strahd wants arena. We need to take arena to Valaki so that Strahd can't get arena. And then you overhear that Strahd has sent a carriage for arena, and the first thing you do is get in the fucking carriage.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's only Strahd. Pretty good.
I was very nearly head in hands at that moment. Right.
I
Okay.
smell the carriage.
All right, we'll wrap it up there. If anybody needs to catch up with me about anything before the next session, hit me up in the week. Thank you, everybody that has watched. Thank you for the few people that followed during the stream. Thank you for everybody that's still watching. Is everybody all right for us to arrange to do this next Sunday?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yep.
good next Sunday. I'm not the Sunday after.
I might be
Oh.
very hungover, but let's see.
Yeah, I'm not. The Sunday after might be difficult for a few of us for some reason.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I've got a wedding on Saturday, so I'll probably be
Come in.
on the 10th. So I'll be hungover.
Okay, well we
Okay.
can put it
Oh,
on
that's
hold.
next.
Yeah, next week.
Mhm.
Sunday
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, it's the 4th, the Sunday coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
no,
probably
I'm
gonna be
thinking,
hungover
I'm
this
thinking
Sunday.
too many weeks ahead. The Sunday coming, I will. Thanks for following, Dupes. You prick.
Oh.
I will get back to you guys with a definite time, but it will need to be a slightly shorter session next week, probably starting probably 6:30, maybe 7, if that's okay.
Okay.
All
All right.
All right. Thanks everybody. I'm turning the stream off.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.